What's up, everybody, and welcome to Shapes of Gaming, the weekly conversational podcast all about video games that's unedited, unfiltered, and unhinged. I'm one of your hosts, Matt Stinson, NeoCharge on PSN, and joining me, as always, for episode number 15 is the Retro Game Encyclopedia, Bob Harriman, Leon Lion Hartley on PSN. Also joining us, again, is Alex, a good friend and listener of the show. Goat Lord Sriobix on PSN. What's up?
What's up? It's nice to be here again.
Definitely. Bob, what's up? How are you doing?
Dude, I'm keeping busy. Life is going a million miles an hour right now, my friend.
Dude.
Yeah, like I got off work, drove home, scarfed down a sandwich, and then immediately jumped in front of this computer, and then in front of another computer, mind you, to start this awesome podcast. But this isn't work. This is a pleasure. It's a hobby, and I'm so glad to be here.
Yeah, I look forward to it all the time, every week. But yeah, a lot of changes in my life. I had a bunch of stuff lined up today. Some of it fell through, and I was kind of the same. I went and had a late dinner. But yeah, I've been looking forward to this. Music and gaming is one of the reasons I game, and I think it's going to be a really fun episode. Before we get into it, though, what are we drinking? Alex, you go first.
I'm just drinking a slushy from Sonic, if I'm being completely honest.
Well, that's still awesome. You're still drinking something. What flavor?
Got the blue raspberry with a couple lime slices in it.
Damn, that thing's huge. Hell yeah.
That's what she said.
I've never heard that before.
Bob, how about you?
Well, I am cleaning out the fridge of all the beer that I can find. So I found another Whistle Blast Honey Brown Ale from Horse and Dragon Brewing. So I was like, you know what? Sounds really good at the end of the day, and that's where we're at.
There you go. I'm drinking a brew that I actually paired with one of my games. So when I play video games, I usually pair a beer with it. And this particular beer is something I paired with a game that most of us are playing, and it's taking forever, but it's an incredible experience nonetheless, and that's Death Stranding. So this is my Death Stranding beer, and it's from Wibby Brewing. And Wibby Brewing is in Longmont, Colorado, another one up north, and it's a Moon Door Dunkel. The three descriptions it gives is velvety, dark, and supple. And it's a Dunkel lager, and it's delicious, and it's a little darker, and it pairs well with Death Stranding, let me tell you. It pairs well with expanding the chiral network and delivering all those packages.
You say Dunkel. That says I would not think of you as a man who would drink a Dunkel any day of the week, but I'm glad you're drinking it.
It is a lager, so it's a lighter Dunkel, and it had a moon on the front. And we know in the marketing material of Death Stranding, though I haven't gotten to that point of the game yet, there is a moon, a big moon that he's walking in front of. So can't wait to get there. That's in the marketing material. But yeah, that's the beer I pair with it. And yeah, it's fun to pair beers with video games. Do you guys ever do that? Pair like any sort of drinks with video games?
Yeah, all the time. If I'm playing Counter-Strike, I have to drink. Like it's a way of coping with the entirety of just playing Counter-Strike.
That's good. No, I don't. You know, now you mention it, man. I really just go for whatever sounds good. Kind of what sounds refreshing at the time. Maybe sometimes I just want to be stupid online and I'll, pop a 10 mil Eddie, but that's not a drink. That's a different conversation entirely. But
that works too.
Yeah, I'm glad you're there. Thinking of, you know what? Now it's going to be actively in the back of my mind, especially if we get this. Well, I mean, if you don't mind, I'll just jump right into it here. Especially if we get the rumors of the Black Flag remake.
Mm-hmm.
I got something sitting in the fridge, my friends. I finally hit the mailbox today. A spiced rum inspired by Edward himself.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, gentlemen, I tried it. I cracked it open just to have a small glass, first a little bit on the rocks, get a little bit of those flavors. Very, very strong in the spice. Not as heavy in the molasses, but definitely you get that cinnamon and the other spices coming through like really strong. So I thought about it. I'm like, okay, I'm not a big mixer guy, but what will mix well? I hit it with a splash of Dr. Pepper, and for whatever reason, in the magical world of mixing drinks, this thing tastes like a Pepsi.
Whoa, interesting. Dude, rum and Dr. Pepper go together so well. I used to drink Captain Morgan. That was my go-to drink. Captain Morgan and cherry vanilla Coke. That was my go-to drink. I don't drink a lot of soda nowadays, but yeah, rum is my liquor of choice for sure. I cannot wait to try that, and we're gonna try it hopefully around the fire. I gotta get some firewood.
Yeah, well, we'll go find a tree, chop it down.
Right.
I've got plenty of firewood chilling in the backyard right now.
Oh, you do?
Oh yeah.
Bring a trunk full of it over.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll bring the chainsaw. We'll cut it down, load it up in the truck, and take it on over, man. Enjoy. Definitely do that. But I definitely will be drinking that if I still have some whenever that Black Flag remake ultimately does come around, because we know it's there.
It's coming. The big events that we have coming up, we'll talk about a couple that actually happened right after the last podcast, and one that's happening today. Or if you're listening to this, it probably already happened today because it's so early. But we also have Gamescom. We also have Tokyo Game Show. We have the inevitable, amazing, the Game Awards, which I'll be there. So we have still a lot of announcements in the year, and I think Black Flag is going to show up at one of those. I can't wait. Black Flag, as you guys know, is in my top 5. So Assassin's Creed is one of the top IPs for me. Black Flag is up there. So yeah, the incredible pirate sim. I can't wait. So how about you, Alex? How's life? Anything new?
Not much. Kind of got out of nothing but meetings today at work just to come into what is essentially another Zoom meeting. As soon as I basically, except this time, I don't have to be sober for it. I can talk about what I want. It doesn't have to be work related.
Yep,
it's great. It's
exactly
absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, Zoom meeting where you drink and talk about video games. That's the best.
Exactly.
ones.
Yeah. Instead of talking about blueprints and schematics all day.
Right.
It's a nice change of pace.
Heck yeah. Cool. Well, we do have a lot of news, but before we get into the news, where can people find us, Bob? It's short. It's simple. Where can they find us?
You're right. It's short, folks. It's simple. It's all part of the 25th, 26th century, whatever timeline you live in. You just go into that browser of choice, and you go to shapesofgaming.com. And there you'll be redirected to our link tree, where you will see all of the landing page with all of the splash for basically where you can find us, whether you want to listen to us on your podcast app of choice, you want to see us on the socials, maybe on YouTube. We don't have video yet, but that is a project incoming. And most importantly, you'll see a link for the Discord invite. Come out, join the community, and help shape the conversation around gaming.
Heck yeah. We condensed that and made it simpler. So yes, go there. If you love the podcast, give us a rating, give us a like, share it with your friends, leave a review. That helps too. Any way that you can, share what we do, that would be awesome. And we're trying to build the community and shape the way we talk about games for sure. So yeah, let's get into the news. You want me to go first?
Yeah, why don't you kick this stuff off for us? Because I know you got some things you really want to talk about this week.
Yep. First of all, I wanted to go over so games that are on our list that released, and one of those is Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. It got really good reviews. It's on our list. It came out last Friday, right after we recorded. So yeah, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound from the Acclaim team behind Blasphemous. Blasphemous is really awesome, by the way. I can't beat it. It's too hard. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound successfully unites the classic lore and gameplay of the Tecmo developed, now Koei Tecmo Games, Ninja Gaiden series from the classic era with the depth and intensity of the modern 3D entries. The best of both eras comes together to create an epic and thrilling adventure. This is actually pretty cheap on PSN right now. You can get it for $22. I wanted the physical edition but it is like $40, so that's a huge leap. And I think you get the soundtrack and everything. We already talked about that, but this game is finally out. I think we're all excited for this game, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, this game might be the game because I've heard it's not as long that I can sneak in right before my next Kojima inspired experience. So I think it'll be a good palate cleanser, 2D platformer. And quite honestly, I mean, it's Ninja Gaiden. And when it comes to Ninja Gaiden, folks, everybody has their preference. And I'm not going to say one's better than the other, but we all know the 2D is by far superior. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I get it, but I am a 2D platformer guy at heart. That's why I'm planning on getting, Mega Man tattoos and all this other cool stuff. I grew up on that shit. So please give me Ninja Gaiden. Give me Ninja Gaiden that's tough like the originals. Did you play any of those NES ports there, Alex?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I actually own most of them. Ragebound's actually been a game that I've been waiting for and waiting for and waiting for, and it's awesome that it came out on PC same day. It's just phenomenal. I hate waiting for things I'm actually excited for.
Yeah, very cool. I'm very excited for it too. It's one I drafted. It wasn't a pickup. It was one of my like beginning drafts. I know I stole that one from you, Bob. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the series. I played. You guys ever play Cyber Shadow? It's another pixel art game inspired by Ninja Gaiden.
I know the name. I think I played it, but there's a lot of them out there. But I know the name, and it looks. What I remember, it was very impressive.
Yeah, definitely. And I love like having pixel art games. Like I like the AAA stuff, like your Death Strandings, your Horizons, God of War. But sometimes diving into a small indie pixel art is fun. And I don't know if this is indie because it has a major publisher, but it has the indie feel, and it's a pixel art game. So I like going to pixel art every once in a while. I think pixel art is the ultimate form of art, in my opinion. I love it.
Oh yeah, some of my favorite games, especially we'll talk about them later in the news. Pixel art. That I know there's the argument about 2D / 2.5D aesthetic and everything else. I don't know. I'm a 2.5D pixel art fiend. You give me you put that on the screen, I immediately go, "Ooh, I want to play."
Yep, I agree. I like the 2D side scrolling stuff. And you just played one that is also inspired by Ninja Gaiden, the maker of Sea of Stars, Sabotage Studio. I recommended this one to you. You loved it. The Messenger. So if you like Ninja Gaiden and you played Ragebound and you want more Ninja Gaiden, The Messenger and Cyber Shadow, two very good pixel art, side-scrolling, 2D action adventure games like Ninja Gaiden. So yeah, I couldn't be happier that Ragebound, they're going back to the I don't know, the origins of it. And yeah, I love seeing pixel art games release in a fashion like this. So yeah, out now. Go check it out. It's on PSN, or it's on PlayStation, PC, Xbox. I think it's on everything. It's on Switch. It's on basically everything.
Yeah, I think you're right. It is on everything as far as I know.
Yep. So cool. Do you want to talk about the Nintendo Partner Direct? Do you guys want to talk about that? Wasn't a lot there for me, but I know you guys are excited about a couple things that were announced.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I've got a few things to talk about for that. Brush it over, but I'll give Alex here the opportunity, man. What was there something that really stood out for you that's got you going on this Nintendo Partner Direct, or do you remember anything that came across? Because I know of at least 3 different things that hit that had my interest, and one of them is a day one purchase.
So there was a couple of things. I mean, obviously, trying to remember what exactly happened during the partner showcase because I kind of like glossed over it all. Octopath Traveler, obviously, nice to see in the news, but other than that, nothing really struck my fancy that much.
All the good stuff was at the end.
So. I didn't watch all the way through yet, so
yeah, I caught highlights. It was early. It was super early, just like the indie one today was.
Yeah. Well, You're right, Alex. You hit it there, man. That was the shining star at the end of this. For anybody that's not aware, this was the partner direct that happened the immediately after we finished recording. Almost it felt like last week, and you're going to get a repeat tomorrow as you're hearing this because they're doing an indie direct. But there's a lot of mixed stuff, some announcement dates for stuff that we already knew was coming. Most notably, well, before we hit that, did you guys see that Chilling by the Fire? I got to bring it up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it looks like a nice little indie cozy.
Yeah, the giant faces on the avatar that are part of the webcam. It had all of the Nintendo jank, and I say this in the nice way, where you can tell they were going for an aesthetic. It's just not an aesthetic the video game community normally would go for. But first and foremost, I wanted to touch on is we finally got a release date for Chronos: The New Dawn. This game, Blooper Team. As soon as I saw it, and it was announced, this was, I want to say, it was a couple months ago. Don't quote me on that. I'd have to go back. My memory's shot. But
I think it was announced before that, but we first saw. I think we first saw gameplay like beginning of the year, but they have been updating the news, and we finally got a release date.
Yep, absolutely. Got a release date. We saw a little bit more snippets about this. I'll let everybody go out there and take a look at it. But the more and more I see about this game, the more and more I'm sold, which makes me so happy that I was able to snag it up on the draft for really cheap. Because I think Blooper Team, Blooper Team proved their chops. You're only as good as your last game, and their last game was a smash success in all metrics and measures. So congratulations to them. I'm so glad they're actually getting this out the door, and they've confirmed a September 5th release date, which unfortunately means the one problem, you're backed up against a lot of other competition. So I'm curious what this is going to do the sales numbers. So what do you think there, Matt? Is this going to be hurt by its window?
Probably everything is, and it's a well-known studio for what they did for Silent Hill. They had a blueprint there, so this is kind of them off the rails. And I gotta say, what I saw, this was probably the game of the show for me. But I'm playing it on my PS5 Pro. Like it was a Nintendo third-party event with a lot of multi-platform stuff, right? Even Octopath is multi-platform. So I was excited in the sense of I get to play all this on my PS5, but yet, dude, Chronos looks amazing. It has my attention tenfold now. It's like BioShock meets Dead Space with time travel, and they kind of went into the game mechanics. I couldn't be more excited for this game. This game will probably be after Ghosts of Yotei for me. In the spooky season, October, like late October. I'm probably not gonna get it at launch, and yeah, it's gonna get hurt by the things launching, especially Borderlands. What else we have in September? There's so much. Yeah, dude.
Borderlands is the thing in September for me, so anything else is off the radar. No offense out there to all the great games, but
right.
There was actually another game that I completely spaced on the name of. I had to look it up because I saw it as part of the
Hell is S
partner. No, The Adventures of Elliot.
Oh yeah,
actually, I'm really excited for. I've got this gut wrenching feeling that Octopath is going to outshine it, but I'm really excited for it. It's another HD 2D game.
Yeah, it's the same. It's by Square. It's another Square game. So Square kind of closed out that show. But yeah, I thought we were talking about the stuff launching in September. Hell is Us is launching right before Chronos: The New Dawn. Then you got Borderlands, and then Silent Hill F later into September. So
I'm picking up Silent Hill.
Oh yeah. I'm actually more excited for Chronos. To be honest,
I don't blame you. I'm intrigued by Silent Hill, but it's been kind of quiet. Chronos is kind of just being out like, hey, here's what we're doing, and we're not hiding it and saying, oh, we're going to do this, and it's kind of inspired by these concepts, or we're avoiding these pitfalls. It's just, hey, here's the concept to the game. Here's what it looks like. Here's the cool shit that we're talking about. Here's some footage. And by the way, unlike take note, their Capcom, unlike another certain game that we saw trailers for, it shows in 60 FPS, beautiful 4K, not 30 pre-rendered BS that we've seen going on. So it's a little bit of a pump out the chest moment, and they definitely should have the confidence for it.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm excited for Silent Hill, but I'm a sucker for new IP, and Chronos is like that new shiny IP from Bloober Team. The medium wasn't great, but they killed it with Silent Hill 2. And I loved everything I played of that, and everything I've seen of Chronos New Dawn. I'm very excited for it. It's definitely going to be my spooky game. So couldn't be more excited for that.
Another one.
Then, go ahead.
Another one coming out in September, unless it's changed.
Right.
The new Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh yeah,
it's supposed to be coming out September, end of September.
I don't
know if that's changed yet or not, though. I haven't heard anything in a while.
Yeah, end of September, pretty much in October. I mean, what, September 30th?
Yeah, correct. Something like that.
Yeah, the Ivalice Chronicles, or Ivalice Chronicles, however the hell you say it. How do you say it, Bob?
Everybody I've heard says it's Ivalice.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Which is part of that's even where they say it. So those that don't understand, it's connected to Final Fantasy 12, and in the Zodiac Age they even call it Ivalice, and there's voice acting. So I'm just throwing that out there for everybody.
Yeah, and then, dude, at the end of August, basically in September, oh my God, at the end of August, the last week of August, like blending into September, we have Gears of War Reloaded, Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, which is a put down everything and play for me. Lost Soul Aside, which we actually got new gameplay for that, and they went into the weapons. I didn't watch a lot. I didn't want it spoiled because I do have that game pre-ordered, and I do believe in that game for many reasons. I have it drafted, and it's caught my attention. Like, it looks really awesome. Just the breadth and varied environments that they're showing is awesome. Then we have Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Like, that's all within 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy fuck. So,
and you thought a Steam sale was rough on your wallet.
Right. And then
Gears of War is going to take up a lot of my time personally out of all of those.
We want to play that on stream co-op, Bob and I, when we get everything set up, but we're probably not going to play it on launch. It'll probably be later in the year, maybe November, December. I don't know. Because Hell Is Us has my attention too. They are I forget the developer, but it's a third person action adventure, and their hook is we're not hand holding at all. You're not going to have waypoints on the map. You're not going to have a compass. You're going to just explore the world, talk to people where they tell you to go. They're going to be like, oh yeah, you want to go. They're going to give you directions like back in the old days. You don't have like Google Maps or anything. You got to go find that fucking tree with a sign on it or something and then go past it. I'm actually really excited for this. And games handheld way too much, in my opinion, nowadays. So I'm pretty excited for that. And I also have that drafted.
Yeah, I've got Hell Is Us pre-ordered on Steam already. I'm going to end up picking it up. It might not be exactly day one, but I will have it day one.
Yeah. Awesome. And then this is another one that PlayStation is championing. So, Hell Is Us, developer Rogue Factor, using Unreal Engine 5. So it's on everything. But I'm excited for it.
You know, Matt, you keep saying I picked it up for the draft. I just want to put this out there for people that don't understand. And this is out of my last of my news, and you touched on it, Alex, with Octopath Traveler 0 being the closing. This is how much of a splash that game made. Is if you go to Fantasy Critic, and you can do this, you do not need an account, and go and log in. You can see the top bids for the week that are being processed. Number 2 was Once Upon a Katamari, and there are 181 bids for a total of $2,500. Right, it's all fake money. Octopath Traveler 0, 599 bids for almost $10,500. People are going apeshit over trying to pick that game up.
Yep, and you picked it up.
Maybe for a cheap price, you're right. I did.
Yep, you swooped in under everyone's noses and grabbed it.
Sorry there, Caleb.
I'm happy with my lineup. So speaking of which, my top pick is my next piece of news, Metroid Prime 4. We heard about it. So the Fan Expo in Canada, Nintendo is holding that, and that is going to be sometime soon. I don't see a date. Nintendo Canada is inviting you to visit the Fan Expo Canada in Toronto, Ontario, to check out the latest and upcoming games for the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Guess what's on that list, and guess what's going to be playable there? Metroid Prime 4. And they're saying that Metroid Prime 4 is still going to hit that 2025 year, which, man, I hope it does.
And if you want to know, the Fan Expo Toronto is the 21st through 24th of August. So you got 14 days before it starts.
Yeah. Awesome. Yep. Fan Expo attendees will be able to play upcoming games like Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, Street Fighter 6, Borderlands 4, Donkey Kong Bonanza. Well, that's already out. Mario Kart World. But those are the two, I guess, showcase titles for the Nintendo Switch 2. So there's still hope for Metroid Prime 4. I was close to dropping it. I'm still cautiously optimistic, but we'll see. I'm very, very excited for that game. So it's good to hear some news for that. What else? Alex, did you have anything? Because I had a few more.
Yes, just one thing for all the PC gamers out there. It's a little bit old news at this point. July 31st is when it was announced. NVIDIA's they confirmed their game-ready drivers for Maxwell and Pascal GPUs will no longer be supported as of October 2025. That's affecting anybody running old NVIDIA 9 series cards and GeForce 10 series cards, which unfortunately includes like the 1080 Ti, which is actually still incredibly popular for modern gaming. But
very cool.
You know, it's unfortunate. It's by no means NVIDIA has explained that this by no means is like a death to the cards. It's just games will no longer be optimized on drivers anymore. So if you want to keep running the cards, you just have to keep your drivers exactly the same.
Gotcha. Okay. What graphics card do you have?
7900 XTX. I've got nothing to worry about for a long time.
Yeah, that's up there. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's cool. So that's some cool news in the PC world. Guess what? I have an update on the news I just talked about. They dropped some wording because I clicked the link. They dropped available in 2025.
Wait.
So the link I was reading, and I was like, wait a second, doesn't say available in 2025 either anymore, because I took a screenshot of it when we talked about it on the text string, and I was like, oh, it still says they dropped that wording. Oh my God. Metroid Prime 4 is not going to hit 2025. It doesn't sound like. Wow.
Oh, wow. You know, it's funny you mentioned that. See, I'm seeing so many mixed reports now. Yeah.
So it used to say Fan Expo attendees will be able to play upcoming games like Metroid Prime 4, and then in parentheses, available later in 2025. Now it just says Fan Expo attendees will be able to play upcoming games like Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
Ooh.
That's it. They dropped available in 2020. Oh, shit. All right. What'd you say? The Katamari game?
Actually, okay. if that hits, so I'm half joking with you, but Katamari is pretty fucking good. I like that series, but Once Upon a Katamari.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the Katamari games are absolutely hilarious. They're loads of fun, dude. They are loads of fun.
Gotcha. Yeah, I played one a long time ago, PS2, I believe. So.
Yeah. I'd feel bad for you, but at the same time, I had to drop my number one pick as well.
Shit, Judas, Yep. Well, I might be dropping that, and that's interesting because I was just looking at the link. I mean, we're just live recording, and I'm like, they dropped the available in 2025. Holy shit! It's all public. You can go on and look at it. It's and they dropped that wording. Interesting. Huh. Well, dang. I highly doubt it's going to come out in 2025 now. Interesting.
Hey, hold out hope, man. You never know.
I'll hold out hope, but I don't want a dead draft pick. Just like Bob did. He dropped his. So yeah. I mean, dude, I'm not upset about delays. I'm a little upset about delays when it comes to fantasy draft, right? But hey man, take as much time as you need on the game. A rushed game is forever bad. A delayed game is eventually good.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Amen.
You know, so I will never get upset with delays when it, like, from a gamer's perspective. Take as much time as you need. Games take a long time, a lot of resources, a lot of people, a lot of creative ideas to make, and you take your time. I'd rather have a awesome delayed game than a rushed bad one any day. So let's see, any other news you had, Bob? They talk about the Nintendo Indie World Showcase.
Oh, you mean that's coming tomorrow? It starts
Technically today.
Yeah, technically today. It should be 6 p.m. or 6 a.m. Wow. 6 a.m. Pacific time on going to be the 7th of August. So the day this is going live, you guys will probably have to juggle between us and Nintendo. Sounds like they're just out in the middle of nowhere. Once again, Nintendo rapid fire. Seems like they're trying to clear the shelves. We're getting Indie Direct, and I have a feeling, and we were talking about this earlier today before we
Yes,
even started
sir.
recording. I have a feeling Nintendo's going to be given the go ahead and green light to announce a release date for Silksong. This would be a great time for it.
Yep.
Give
it
me
will be a
Silk
real
Song.
great time. Yeah, you and I are big fans of Hollow Knight. Silk
Yeah.
Song has been in the ether for, seems like a decade now. It might even be a decade. But we saw it briefly at the Switch 2 reveal, like 3 seconds, and then they announced it's still coming this year at the Xbox Ally reveal. So the indie showcase, this was announced when this episode goes live 3 days ago for today, August 8th. And man, it's the indie showcase. It's on Switch. Hollow Knight released on Switch. It was a timed exclusive, so they might still do that, which is fine. I'll probably buy it on PS5. I'll wait. But yeah, we might finally get some more news about Silksong and finally get the the damn release date this year.
Exactly. I've only been waiting an eternity. Like,
Right.
I can only do so many Hollow Knight speedruns before it starts getting old. Give me another game, please.
Yeah, you and me both. Silksong was initially going to be DLC for the original Hollow Knight, or an expansion, and it follows one of the supporting characters in Hollow Knight, Hornet, and she has like a needle and thread, and man, it's going to be awesome. Hornet was a really cool supporting character in the original Hollow Knight, and we've been very excited for this for a while. So
Yep.
I think we're going to get news. So
Please, for the love of God, I don't care about anything else at the Direct.
right,
Just give me something other than a trailer.
So I'm. You guys got me down a rabbit hole on this. I'm so sorry. I'm looking. I'm reading rumors. I'm not going to go quoting sources because it's just chatter on the internet. So take this with a grain of salt. I am not a Silksong fan, Hollow Knight fan. So I'm definitely rooting for y'all. But there are rumors that the indie world, there will be one shadow drop for a game and another that's getting a demo. Flip your coin. I'd shit a brick with you guys if they shadow drop Silksong.
Guess what, Bob?
Huh.
That's another one I have drafted.
Rightfully so, honestly. Rightfully so.
Oh yeah, the original was amazing and it was critically acclaimed. I think this one, they've been spending a while on it. Team Cherry is an incredible developer with an awesome track record. This is the third time I've drafted it. I've done the draft for like 3 years. Please hit. And I couldn't be more excited for the game. So I'm going to save my most exciting news for last, but this and we'll sandwich it and have, because this is a negative and I want to end on a positive. But Nintendo has announced some price increases for some Switch original Switch hardware, and Gotta say, man, they're increasing. I mean, we all know why it's increasing, right? For multiple reasons, tariffs and stuff. I'm not an expert in that. I play video games and drink beer, so I'm not an expert in world trade. But yeah, Nintendo has announced the increase of pricing. So the Switch OLED used to be $350, right? It's $400 now, which is interesting because you can get a Switch 2 for $50 more than an original Switch OLED. Granted, the Switch OLED, the screen is better, but I mean, Switch 2, it's got a pretty good screen on it, and you get way more power. So that's very interesting. They cranked up that price. The standard Switch was $300, now it's $340. Switch Lite was $200, now it's $230. The Joy-Con pack of 2 was $80. Now it's $90. So it's like $100 with tax. Pro controller was $70. Now it's $80. And the NES controller, N64 controller, and SNES controller, the one that's for Nintendo Online, they all went up $5. The NES controller 2-pack went up $10. So yeah, what do we think about these price increases? Pretty significant on the consoles.
Yeah, you would have thought they would have gone the other direction. That's what's puzzling me about this. You want to clear your stock of what you have in the backlog, not and you're going to do that by enticing people with cheaper prices, not by doing the exact opposite. Maybe I don't know. Maybe some dude at accounting accidentally hit a plus when he was supposed to hit a minus. Who knows?
I actually have an interesting thought on this because if you think about it from a new purchaser standpoint, somebody might be looking for this for themselves. Because like you guys and myself, we already all have Switches or Switch 2s. If the Switch OLED is $400 and the Switch 2 is $450, it almost makes it look like the Switch 2 came down in price.
I can see that, yeah.
Or if somebody's looking to buy the console, they can be like, oh, why would I get the old one when the new one's only $50 more?
Oh, good call. That is
That's
psychological
true.
warfare. That's deceptive as all fuck because the price of the Switch 2 didn't change, but I recognize good business moves.
Yeah,
So
it's essentially a Black Friday sale at that point. You know, when you change the price the day before to something higher and then change it for Black Friday so that it looks like you got a sale price.
That's true. That's true. I just want the Switch 2 Pro. I want that OLED.
yeah, let's see if we can get that Switch 2 OLED coming Q4 2026.
Right. No, totally. I mean, I'm still loving my Switch. I was on the fence of returning it. I really was. I haven't even. I still am. Hey, my Mario Kart World Code is on eBay right now. I haven't scratched it. We beat it, and I'm just gonna sell it. So, and the Switch, dude, I just don't have time. I really don't. Like all these games coming out. I'm like 55 hours into Death Stranding, and apparently not even halfway. So, and we have like 6 games on, and they're on my list coming in August, and like 5 or 6 games coming in September. I want to play Donkey Kong Bonanza. I don't have fucking time. And I do want to see if they'll work out the performance issues. You guys haven't played Donkey Kong Bonanza, have you?
No.
Yeah.
No. Say yeah.
Not
when?
Right. When? So yeah, I have a Switch too. I played Zelda on it, the older Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and I haven't played a Switch 2 game on my Switch 2.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah, and dude, I bought it for Metroid Prime 4, and now, that's probably not even dropping this year, according to Nintendo. They took out that wording. So, man,
you know what I did buy it for? I just didn't know it at the time.
Why?
Octopath Traveler 0.
There you go.
Because playing that portable on the go is probably going to be the way, even if it isn't an OLED.
Oh yeah. So yeah, well, they're the Switch 2 releases are light. We got the Kirby Switch 2 edition coming out this month, but again, there's so much coming out this month. Yeah, that's some negative news. Unfortunately, I got some price hikes and some pretty significant price increases there. Okay, so this next piece of news, we're wrapping up the news with it, and holy shit, I lost my shit on the text string. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And this is it's kind of a well-known IP. It's a cult classic IP, I would say, and this IP is Darksiders. So Bob, I know you kind of touched a little bit on it, but you haven't played it. Alex, have you played any of the Darksider games?
Yes.
Beautiful. Which ones?
Yeah, I've played the first one.
Okay.
I have to check my Steam library.
Yeah. Awesome. So Darksiders, there are 4 total games. I've played them all, platinumed them all, and I love them. It follows the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. It's each game follows a horseman. So Darksiders 1 follows War, and it's a Zelda-like clone. It's one of the best Zelda clones out there. And then Darksiders 2 follows Death. And that is more of like a third-person Elder Scrolls clone, I would say. It's more of a looter hack and slash RPG. Then Darksiders 3, I think, which is my favorite, follows Fury, which is a badass redhead with a whip, akin to the Belmonts, honestly. And that is more of a Souls-light experience. And then there's Darksiders Genesis, which follows Strife and War. So there's War, Death, Fury, and Strife. Those are the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. And that one is a top-down Diablo-esque co-op. It's not a twin stick, but it's an isometric shooter if you're Strife, and then a hack and slash if you're War. So War is kind of like the tank. Death is the badass acrobatic person with the scythe. Fury is more of the long range with the whip, and she does like elemental stuff. So she's more of like the mage. And then Strife is fucking Dante from Devil May Cry. He's the dual wielding horseman. So the crazy thing about this series, it's made by THQ Nordic, and the artist is one of my favorites, Joe Madureira. He did a lot, and he did Battle Chasers, he did Darksiders. He does a lot of really cool shit, and I love his art style. But every game, Darksiders 1 ends with, well, I'm not going to say how it ends if you want to play, but every game is in this, it takes place at the same time, and it all builds up to the end of Darksiders 1. So Darksiders 4 got announced. And Darksiders 4 is finally giving us what we want, and is going from the ending of 1. And you get to play as all 4 of them. And so the description is: the legendary saga of the 4 horsemen continue in Darksiders 4. An all-new action adventure set in an apocalyptic version of Earth, and continues where the original Darksiders game left off. If you've played Darksiders 1 and you've played all of them, this is what we've been waiting for as fans. Darksiders 4 is a third-person action-adventure game featuring combat traversal and puzzle solving in a lore-rich post-apocalyptic world. Choose your horsemen, take up one of the legendary horsemen, each with their own unique weapons and combat styles. And this game has been confirmed. It is co-op. I couldn't be more fucking excited about this game. I can't wait. This is a put down everything and play. I'm a huge Darksiders fan. I know it's a little known IP, but I love it.
Yeah, I've definitely gonna pick it up. I didn't realize how many hours I actually had on Darksiders 3. I have 89 hours in it.
Oh damn.
But yeah, I have on Steam, I have the War Mastered edition of Darksiders 1, the definitive edition of Darksiders 2.
Yep.
The only one I don't have is Darksiders Genesis.
It's really fun, and it's co-op, and it's a top-down isometric in the vein of Diablo. So I love how each game and each horseman's style is based off of and inspired by another game. Yeah, it's awesome, dude. Bob, if you love Zelda, you're gonna love Darksiders 1. You should play it. I know there's nothing else to play now, and it's really like barren. So you should definitely pick up all the Darksiders game and play them.
Yeah, you know what?
Speaking of, if you want to pick them all up, it's the entire franchise bundle is $20 on Steam.
We play on PlayStation.
That's okay.
Bob's got a PC.
I got a PC. I could do that. Tell you what, I'll do all of the Darksiders games, all 4 of them in one
I'm
shot.
not playing Mass Effect.
I knew where you were. You got to play Shepard for me one time.
Come on, man. Looks great.
Nothing against Mass Effect. I would love to play it. It's just a time thing, and it slipped through the cracks when it released. And then to play, when you play 2, you got to play 1, and then 2 released. I'm like, well, I got to fucking play 1. But then a ton of other stuff got released, and then when 3, it's like, well, now I have to play 1 and 2, and then it's a huge time ask. It's like 150 hours or something like that total across all of them. And then you have Andromeda. No. And I was kidding, Bob. I know there's so much shit out there to play. But
I know.
Darksiders is so good. Darksiders is really good.
Yeah.
So.
Here, Bob. I'll play Mass Effect for him. Just get Darksiders.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Nah. See, for you need a special level of hell. I'll come up with something. You know,
I volunteer as tribute.
Yeah. Right.
Make me sit through a rhythm game.
I'll make him sit through all. Yeah, there you go. He's gonna have to play Madden 1999 quarterback club all the way through 2026.
If you want to torture me, just tell me to go play Fortnite or Apex Legends or Minecraft or Roblox. I'd rather claw out my own eyes than do any of those.
Oh no, you're gonna play League. That's what's gonna happen here. You're gonna play League.
No,
you have to grind to level 30, and then go in ranked and play ranked until you're gold. Then Bob will play Darksiders.
Oh God. Bob, Darksiders 4 is going to be awesome. At least watch a video. At least.
I meant to ask because I looked at the reveal trailer. Is that all we got? Was that 60-second sizzle reel right now?
Yes. Yeah. So we only got a teaser trailer. And the teaser trailer is showing all 4 of them together on their mounts because they're horsemen of the apocalypse, and each horse is like different and it has abilities and stuff. And in 2, it's like open world, so you can use it. It's so awesome. But it kind of showed all 4 of them on their mounts, ready to go after what happened in 1. So this game is like post-apocalyptic. It's got so much fantasy in it. You go to different realms. You like traverse so many environments. The combat is peak, honestly. And 1 has Zelda-inspired dungeons and puzzles. 2 is a huge, epic game that has RPG elements. 3, dude, there's such good games. But I know, time. So this was announced. Release date is to be determined. We might see more at the Game Awards, TGS, Gamescom. Who knows? I couldn't be more excited for this. This is going to be pre-ordered day 1, the moment it's available. I've been waiting on this shit. When was Darksiders 1 released? In 2010 or something like that?
Something like that. I remember people talking about it when I was doing work for the federal government, and that was a long time ago.
Wow.
Damn, good memory, dude.
January 2010. Yep.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you guys want to play them, you guys, the listeners, Darksiders 1 got remastered for PS4. It got remastered. Darksiders 2 got remastered for PS4, the definitive edition. And then Darksiders 3 released on PS4 as well as Genesis. So if you're a fan of third-person action adventure, hack and slash, some Zelda-inspired stuff, some Soulsborne-inspired stuff, go check out Darksiders. It's an awesome, awesome series, and couldn't be more excited for 4. So, yeah, that's the news. So,
not much going on, right?
Yeah, there was a good chunk.
I'm teasing.
Right?
What do you gentlemen think? Should we talk about what we're playing? Get that knocked out of the way, so we've got plenty of breathing room for the main topic this evening.
Yeah, I can go first. I'm playing Death Stranding 2, and I can't talk anything about it. Your turn.
My turn. I finished Death Stranding 2, and I'm doing trophy cleanups.
Oh,
I
shit.
can't say anything about it other than it's my game of the year. Next.
Oh, wait, hold on. It beat Claire?
Yes.
Wow. Hasn't beat Claire for me yet.
Emphatically yes. And you'll get to that point. I know where you're at. I'm watching your trophies. You're going to get to a point, and if you don't cry like a little bitch, you are a heartless fuck. I'm just saying.
Oh, I will. I'm on chapter 8 and about 50 hours in. The in-game clock is a little less than the PSN clock because they round up every play session. But yeah, I'm still loving it. But yeah, I can't really talk any about it at all. Especially since Alex is on here.
Yeah, I want to say a lot. Other than like I said, it's game of the year for me. I'm doing trophy cleanup. And unlike Death Stranding 1, where I saw the trophy list and went and afterwards was like, ugh. This I went, you know what? There is an opportunity here. It's going to take me a little while, but I want to do this. Not I feel like I need to, but I legitimately want to do all of this. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I also picked up and was playing a little bit of my classic. Not much to talk about, but I went back and started playing some more Heroes of Might and Magic 3, the complete edition, this last weekend. Was feeling a little nostalgic, and it was just as great as I remembered. Hence why it's on my top 10.
Excellent.
Yep, I'm playing Legend of Dragoon again. Bob came over the other day, and I was like, "Oh, I'm just doing a casual playthrough." That didn't happen. I'm about 11 and a half hours in. I'm midway through disc 4 now. The speedrunner in me took over, and I'm like, you know what? We're just gonna speed through this. I've already platted it on the PS4, so like, there's not really much more for me to do. I did pick up my Japanese copy. Now I'm gonna find a Japanese PlayStation and play it on higher difficulty because that game actually scales incredibly differently in the Japanese version of the game.
Oh yeah, which is gorgeous, by the way. You shared pictures on Discord. If you guys want to see it, it's on Discord in the general channel, I believe.
Yep, I put it in the general.
You got both black labels. So you picked up quite a few black labels, which is awesome. Midnight Games, they're pretty good. That's where I got my Metal Gear Solid black label from. So yeah, that was a nice little haul. I love to see the hauls like that. So yeah, if any of you guys listeners are going out and hunting old games and collecting, show us your haul. Show us what you've picked up. So we love to see it. We're big collectors, all of us. So yeah, dude, that Japanese copy of Legend of Dragoon is gorgeous.
Oh, it's stunning, and everything is like mint aside from like the jewel case has a couple scratches on it, but other than that, it's stellar shape. I think it's probably in better shape than my English black label.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's awesome. I recently picked up a black label as well. I think I talked about it. It didn't have the manual, but I picked up a manual on eBay and completed it for a little under what the market price was. So I'm happy about that. So yeah, it was always one I wanted, and I'm glad you finally got one because I was going to keep an eye out for you. But yeah, glad you finally got one. That's cool. Legend of Dragoon. You mentioned a remake. The studio who would be awesome for the remake. You want to share that?
Oh yeah, dude, Sandfall.
Yeah,
all day, every day would be phenomenal for a Legend of Dragoon remake, in my opinion.
Oh,
like, I know Bluepoint would be all over it, but Sandfall would just do a phenomenal job.
I couldn't agree more. And Claire was heavily inspired by Legend of Dragoon, which you could probably attest to because you played them almost back to back.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't tell you how many times I've played through LOD, and that was part of the reason why I loved Claire so much. I got a little bit of semblance of the edition system, which was great.
Very cool. So are you playing emulation or original hardware? Are you playing the actual discs that you got?
I'm playing the actual discs I have.
Beautiful. That's
original
awesome.
Hardware, all of it. Aside from my controller's aftermarket because I just picked up a wireless PS1 controller. But
gotcha. Now the next question: are you playing on a flat panel or a CRT?
Unfortunately, I'm playing on a flat panel.
Okay, you said unfortunately. I'm right there with you. Yeah. Yeah, man, those older games look so much better on a CRT, which is really weird because it's like 30-year-old technology, but they were made for like the scan lines, and they're just smoothed a lot better. I mean, pixel art does pop, and the PS1 graphics do pop. They're more colorful, but man, CRT is where it's at if you want to play the older games. So I unfortunately don't have a CRT. I have been looking for one, and the only one I'm going to get is a 32-inch Sony Trinitron. That's the Cadillac of CRTs. So what?
The Cadillac of CRTs.
It is.
Congratulations, you've got the Cadillac of Pintos.
It's peak CRT. Peak CRT.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Hey man, I fire up emulator. I fire up my original hardware on my fucking 83-inch Sony OLED, and it does not look great.
You're right. No, you're right. I'm pissing in your Cheerios, but you're 100%. I've done it before, and even on the classics catalog with like on the PlayStation Network, I don't know if even the Nintendo NSO, some of those old things, they look rough on a 70-inch high definition TV. There's just something about the classics. So I don't disagree. I gotta throw my punches every now and then.
Please do. Yeah. I love it. It's entertaining. Yeah, dude, even some of the games that were re-released on like PSN or like the PS4 or remastered or whatever, they will give you the option to mimic a CRT and put scan lines on there. And so, yeah.
That's actually how I played the PlayStation Classics version of LOD, was with the scan lines.
Yeah.
Still doesn't look as great, but it's something, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. You're playing Legend of Dragoon and you're speed running it nonetheless. Disc 4 in 11 hours. Very impressive. So I wish you could stream it, but I mean, I guess you could if you had a capture card.
Yeah, I wish I was one of the guys that speed run that game in an hour and a half.
There's always going to be someone that does it better, someone that does it faster. It's still impressive, man.
Yeah, when I speed run, I use the debug room and go to disc 3 and just play the whole game from disc 3. I can't stand just constantly trying to save scum over and over and over again to get the optimal setup.
Nice.
To try and speed run right at the very tail end of the game and just deal with the final boss.
Very cool. Very cool. What do you say we get into the main topic? This is a very fun main topic.
Yes.
Yeah. And Alex, we wanted to have you on because you did the intro and the outro to this very podcast. You did it from scratch, and very, very impressive. We love it, and we love that you did that for us, and we're very grateful for it. I remember when Bob showed me, we were at Metric Brewing. Oh, shout out to Metric, rip Metric. And he saw my eyes. They went wide, and I was like, oh, shit, this is it. So, yeah.
Yeah, it took a long time. There was a couple sessions with you guys on a call with me trying to tweak it and make everything perfect.
Yep.
It took a while, but it got there, and it's glorious. I love it.
Yeah, you should be proud of it, man.
Yeah, we love it too. And very much appreciated. So thank you. Thank you for that. But this podcast is all about video game soundtracks. Why do we play these video games? Well, it's partly because of the love of the music in them, in the soundtracks, and all the way back from 8-bit to now, like reorchestrated stuff. We are huge fans of video game soundtracks, and we wanted to give you, the listeners, our top 10. So who wants to go first?
Short straw. No, you know what? I'm the least musically inclined around here, so I'll go ahead and take it and kick this off.
Okay.
And so rapid fire on the bottom 5. So I'm going to just give this first one to you guys quick and pass it along. I am a James Bond aficionado. I love my Bond movies, and part of the Bond movies is the music. So the first time I booted this game up and heard the opening theme, I immediately fell in love with it. I probably stole it from you, Matt. That's going to be Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater.
Ooh, yep. That's amazing. I saw it performed live. The original lady at MagFest. So shout out to MagFest. And she might be there again when we go this year. So who knows? Or next year, technically. Yeah, the Snake Eater intro. Very Bond inspired. And they recently released what it's going to be like in the remaster or the remake. And dude, I fired that up in my theater and I was just like, I watched it like 3 times. That is one of the best intros to any video game. And yes, you did. That was on my list, but I'll pick another one. If you haven't heard this, go listen to it. Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater intro cinematic. Just incredible. Snake Eater.
Yep.
Yep.
I hope she's there. So just so I can beg on my knees and be like, please sign this for me or sing for me.
Yeah. Dude, it's an atrium and they do live music. So the acoustics in there, like this atrium is the size of like 3 Walmarts stacked on top of each other. It's huge. So the acoustics there are awesome. And you can like, when you open your hotel room door, you can like hear it. And you're just like, oh, they're playing One Winged Angel. I should probably go get a coffee and listen to that. It's just amazing. But yeah, incredible choice. And yes, would you say Snake Eater? No, your favorite is Metal Gear Solid.
Yes, sir.
And then would you say Snake Eater is in your top 3?
Snake Eater is definitely in top 3. Ironically, it goes Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3.
Very cool. Very cool. Good pick. Alex, do you want to go next or last?
I'll go next.
Okay.
Starting with number 10. Sonic the Hedgehog, the first game on Genesis. Like, instantly recognizable main theme, instantly recognizable first level. I can play all the songs on guitar. It's phenomenal.
Oh, yeah. Ironically, another MagFest shout out. Sonic was the theme last year. So I got to listen to a lot of Sonic music. And yeah, do Green Hill Zone on Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Just immediately anyone will recognize that. So cool. And I like Sonic Colors soundtrack. I'm a big fan of Sonic music. So so Sonic 2 is your favorite of the Sonic series?
No, my favorite in the Sonic series, that's Sonic Adventure 2.
Okay.
Favorite soundtrack though that goes to the original Sonic the Hedgehog. Period. End of story.
Okay. Gotcha.
It took a lot for me to decide which Sonic game was going to make the list and where it was going to be. None of them could make my top 5, but one of them had to be there somewhere.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. Did you play? You played Generations, the remaster that just came out, Sonic X Shadow Generations?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. Cool. That's one of my favorites, and it's kind of a mashup of all the games, and you have 2D and 3D. Yeah, dude, Sonic music is awesome. Good choice. Good choice. Well, mine is a little more recent. I'm going from 10 to 1, and we all are. So mine's a little more recent, and that's Monster Hunter.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's pretty fair.
So I got in it when I got into World. And I've recently played Wilds, and man, every monster has its own theme. The Nier Gigante theme, by far, is probably one of my favorites. World, I'd say, is my favorite of the IP. I haven't played the old ones, but Wilds is up there. But Worlds still has the best music. Monster Hunter World, and every like monster has its own theme, so it's very versatile and really, really gets you in the mood for some hunting. You recently played Wilds, Bob. Did you like the music? Good music.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about it until you mentioned something. It's good music. It is funny though. You mentioned we've got similar themes going on here, and I just want to point it out early on where the favorite out of the IP from a soundtrack is not necessarily our favorite out of the game. I don't want to take that away from it, but with that, well, just throwing it out there as you do see that. And I think it's good to talk about that because that means there are individual components that shine through in an IP. And the reason I bring this up for the listeners is if somebody looks at you and says, "Oh, that one in the Resident Evil 6 sucks," and it's like, "Well, did you play the game?" No. Well, good. Let me tell you. Actually, it's not as strong in the series, but there were key points about it that were really good. And here's some of those pieces. That's how you start and continue to shape that conversation. I wanted to point it out early because I saw it 3 for 3. I doubt we're going to get 30 for 30, but I just had to bring it up.
Oh, we probably will.
Right. Yep. Yeah, that's mine, Monster Hunter as a series. So, Bob, what's your 9th one?
That's a good one. So this one is my favorite in the series, but it is a short series. And it is a very recent game, near and dear to my heart. And that's got to go out to Death Stranding 2. The music in this fucking game is just peak. The only reason I did not run around with the soundtrack constantly, there's a minor spoiler where you can play music in the game while you're playing, right? The only reason I didn't do that is because I liked the ambience of the game. But I know, for example, like you, Matt, you absolutely played this, and Woodkid absolutely nailed it out of the ballpark with his music. If you think that this is how do I put this? If you think that intro was good, Matt, get to the credits. That's all I gotta say.
I recently came across one. I don't think it's a spoiler to say the name, but it's Tomorrow's theme, and I was just and Woodkid does that, and my eyes were wide, dude. That cutscene, holy shit! But the soundtrack to it, I was like, oh, it's got like some organ in it, and so good, so good. That's a really good choice. I'm about 50-50. I play the music player about 50% of the time, but then I like the ambiance of the world because the sound design in that game is phenomenal.
It really is. And I think playing that game naturally, where it kicks in at certain story beats, really sets the tone of the game really well. So it's not only is it really good fucking music, but they know how to put it in there so it's not jarring.
Yep. I'll never forget in the first one. And I'm kind of on the fence. Like the first one was so impactful, but the second one is a better game, technically and on a production level. But the first one, man, that new IP, you didn't know what the fuck was going on. You're going down the hill. Low Roar comes in.
Oh, Low Roar,
kind of hard to beat.
That was a good one. I will admit that was a good scene. But it was from intro to outro that I didn't miss a beat in Death Stranding 2. So that's why it hit my number 9.
It's a good one.
Yeah. All right. Alex, let's hear it. What do you got, man?
All right. So this one will kind of show you the kind of gamer I can be that I don't tell people about. This is from a visual novel. By Key Visual Arts. It's Tomoyo After It's a Wonderful Life. It's not my favorite game in the franchise by any means. I think the story is kind of lackluster, honestly. But it shows, for visual novels, a more serious, less adult-oriented playstyle. And all of the music is very piano-driven. Every single bit of it. It's piano and violin. None of it's there's a little bit of like electronic dance music in there, but none of it's like super complex, anything like that. They're all short, simple pieces, and they fit the game phenomenally.
Very cool. How does it play? You said it's like an interactive visual novel.
It's a visual novel. It's pretty much the characters are reading the dialogue or stating the dialogue. You're reading it. You've got it's like a pick your own adventure type of thing. If you've ever played never played a visual novel before, and you go through the story like that.
Very cool.
You get multiple different types of endings based on things that may have happened 6 hours prior to what you with what you selected. But it's great. It's got multiple different endings. The soundtrack's absolutely gorgeous, and it's very like laid back about it. while also sweet at the same time.
Huh. Well, that's awesome. I've never heard of the game. But yeah, you'll have to send me some of your favorite tracks. I'd love to listen to it. I love piano arrangements.
It's a spin-off game from Key Visual's huge IP that they had, Clannad. That one got an anime adaptation, and Tomoyo is one of the characters from that. And it's just more so going through like, hey, if in Clannad you were to say this is the best girl in the show or the best girl in the game, this is the story you would be going through, and it's phenomenal.
Very cool. Awesome. You say piano tracks, no Uematsu during the PS1 era, and that's all I'm going to say.
We're getting there. We're definitely getting there. It might be way up there for me. Nobuo Uematsu is one of the greats. So yeah. My next one is in I don't know. I don't know if it's IP or this game, because I'm more of a fan of the 3D ones than the side-scrolling ones. Super Mario. And specifically Super Mario Galaxy.
Well, there goes mine.
Yeah. No, I'll just do Galaxy. I know, man. I'm sorry. No. You can still say the IP, but is it Galaxy for you too?
Specifically Galaxy. All right, I'll put it this way. Galaxy into 3D. I have a 2D, so we're good to go. I'll just replace. Keep going.
Dude, Galaxy released originally on the Wii and was re-released with the collection, the anniversary collection, the 3D anniversary collection on the Switch that you can play with Procon. Awesome version. But dude, it was orchestral. Every planet had its own theme. Just grand, amazing sounds. And then some of them are like remixed orchestrally. Some of the old Mario music. Yeah, Galaxy by far has the best music in the series. So
the question is, do you like Galaxy or Galaxy 2?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm a big fan of the original. Gameplay wise, I like 2. It incorporated Yoshi and a lot of new mechanics. It had an incredible soundtrack as well. I'm gonna have to say, man, I don't know. The first one hit me because it was like the new like Mario. You got anti like gravity. You're going around these fucking planets. It's my favorite 3D Mario of all time. And 2 just kind of built upon that formula. Kind of like Horizon 2, Death Stranding 2. They are better games, but the core game is my favorite usually. Death Stranding, Horizon, Super Mario Galaxy. So yeah, I still have to say Super Mario Galaxy 1.
I respect that. I'm with. This is one of the few times, not one of the few times, but this is one of those times where I'm with you. Galaxy 1. I get it. Galaxy 2 is better mechanically, but man, right. And there's something about that music that hit in Galaxy 1 that just
grand. Like it's like the grand scale of like we were coming off of Sunshine, like going around islands, and then they're like, "Oh no, you're going to go into fucking space and traverse the universe." And we're like, I would be thrilled if the next 3D Mario on Switch 2 was Super Mario Galaxy 3. I would be thrilled.
I'd be right there playing with you, buddy.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
I actually kind of feel like the odd man out there where Sunshine is actually my favorite, the 3D Marios.
I love Sunshine. Sunshine was great. But yeah, Galaxy tops it for me.
Yeah, I get it. I love the game. I've played the hell out of it. But, you know, art is subjective, like you've said.
Of course. Of course, yeah. For sure. It hits people different.
Oh, yeah. It's a phenomenal game. It's a phenomenal soundtrack. Sunshine just has the nostalgia for me that Galaxy doesn't have. So
Gotcha.
I think that's the only reason why it wins, honestly.
Gotcha. Yeah. Totally understandable. Sorry for stealing that, Bob. But you stole one of mine, so
it just means they're that good, right?
Yeah, we probably have some more matchups, I'd say.
I know I definitely do.
Yep. So if someone says one that's on the list, we can just all three talk about it together and say, "Oh, that's my third," or "That's my fifth," or we'll just do that because apparently we all have good taste in video game music.
Yes, sir. We'll, and then, you know what? If I can think about it, I'll put an honorable mention in that spot so we can kind of skip, or so we got something to talk about during those slots. I guess is the best way to put it.
Okay.
But all right, so Galaxy, yeah, number 8 on my list here was it's my favorite in the series. It was a surprise for me because I absolutely had almost no clue or anything about this game, and let alone this series. I just kind of dove in on a whim, and I actually recommended this game to you, Matt, and another friend also recommended this game to you, and we finally got you to sit down and play it. And that's Near Automata.
God damn it!
Yeah,
That is my number 2. So,
oh, damn. You haven't played Stellar Blade? What the hell?
Yeah, what can I say? Near Automata is it's a weird ass game. But it switches between 3D adventure, 2D platforming, and the music dynamically changes with it in a manner that just it kind of blends together. It kind of blends. It's one of those few games where if you're coming around a corner or something and you're slowly moving to another zone, it doesn't jar you with ending a track and going on to the next one. It blends it together into a fade out and fade in kind of a situation. And the track that plays during the circus or carnival area, still to this day, I can hear it in my head. It rings and sings to me.
Dude, the carnival theme, in my opinion, is one of the greatest compositions I've ever heard in music.
Yep. I remember you and another friend recommended this. Actually, me and Ryan, shout out to Infinity's End, at MagFest, he was like, dude, you got to play Near Automata. And I was like, okay, well, you got to play Resident Evil Village. And he's like, all right, next year, this year, we got to both play it. And we had to play these games. It was like a gentleman's agreement. And I finally got around to playing it. It was on my list. And man, what a fucking soundtrack. Oh my God. Incredible pick. It's your number 2, Alex. That's awesome.
Yeah. And in my, there's more Square Enix titles on my list. They're all over it. But in my opinion, I honestly think Near Automata is the greatest soundtrack that Square's done. Like it hits every little box for me personally. There's emotional pieces, there's really high-powered driven pieces, and it all fits in every single individual little piece of the game. And it's just stellar.
Speaking of, Alex.
I know I need to play Stellar Blade. I'll get around to it eventually.
It is heavily inspired, musically wise and gameplay wise, by Near Automata.
As long as it's better than Replicant, I'll do it.
Oh, yes.
100%. I haven't played Replicant, so I can't say.
I played about 15 hours of Replicant, and I can tell you it's significantly better than Replicant. It is so inspired by Nier that they did a crossover with Nier, so you can be the main character from Stellar Blade. You can be Eve, but in a 2B costume. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, awesome. Sick.
Yep. So I have an unpopular opinion with Near Automata. I actually like A2. Over 2B.
Unpopular opinion?
No, it is an unpopular opinion. It's my opinion, but 2B has those like mommy hot vibes. A2 has that like mistress, like mysterious vibe. It's just I'm into A2 more than 2B. I know it's unpopular, but hey. Yep.
Yeah. And see, you give me the hot mommy vibes.
Right.
I'm a sucker for it. What can I say?
Yep.
Have you met my wife? That's kind of what I'm after.
There you go. She turns around. She's like, "What?" Excellent. Love it. Alex, your 8th one, I think we're on.
Yeah. After number 2 was robbed, I might steal this one from one of you guys. Mega Man X.
Oh, you probably stole it from Bob.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Bob.
How many fingers am I holding up, Matt?
1.
Yeah.
Dang, you stole your first.
Yeah. So
that was an unexpected twist.
Yeah, so I knew, like, I'm like, shit. I love the soundtrack in the game. Mega Man X is not my favorite one. Anybody who knows me knows the second one is my favorite game. But X does have the best soundtrack in the entire franchise, to me at least, and I guess to Bob as well. Everything's instantly recognizable. Once again, it's one of those times where every single individual piece of music fits every single stage that they're in, and I can't really ask for more out of a soundtrack.
Yeah,
that's going to be a recurring theme on my entire list, is how well it fits when the soundtracks or when different pieces are playing.
Yep, that's exactly why it's number one on my list. Not only are the tracks good, but they fit thematically, particularly in the 8-bit or that 8-bit era, well, 16-bit in this case, and you only had so many different like channels and things of that nature with the sound card. Which, by the way, fun Matt pop quiz, who made the sound chip for the SNES?
Sony.
Yeah, there you go. Specifically.
Yep. Specifically,
you know who's the name behind it?
No, I can't go that.
Give you a hint. He's considered the father of the PlayStation.
Shit, I don't know.
Really?
I'm blanking too, unfortunately.
I'm blanking. Yeah.
Ken Kugaragi, anybody?
Yeah, Kugaragi.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he made it, but that's a different story. But yes, you're right. Each and every one of the tracks plays the level, and it's at that period where you had to replay music over and over again without it becoming repetitive. So that's exactly why it's on my number one list. It's solid, it fits, it never gets old. I can hear every track in my head on demand.
That's amazing. Yeah. MagFest next year is going to be Mega Man X themed. And I know I keep bringing up MagFest, but this is a video game soundtrack music based episode. And MagFest stands for Music and Games Festival. It's literally a 4-day celebration of the music in video games. So if you love music and you love video games, MagFest is where it's at.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll be there. So Mega Man X themed. I can't wait.
Really sorry to steal that one, Bob. Really sorry to steal that one.
Hey, you know what? That's how it goes, right? Maybe I'll steal your number one.
Probably. Somebody will.
Yeah. I don't think either of you have this, because I don't know if you've played it, Alex. I know you haven't, Bob. But this is the Tales of series.
Oh, yeah. Depends on the game.
Gotcha. Specifically, Symphonia.
Yeah, it's not on my list, so you're good. But yeah, I've played it. I get it, man.
Yep. Symphonia and Bergeria. These are action-based JRPGs in an anime style, and they have some really damn good music and soundtracks. Very versatile tracks, all the way to like jazz Persona stuff, to harps, to orchestral, to like organs, all of it. And I mean, Tales of Arise. You played Tales of Arise, Bob, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Loved it.
Awesome soundtrack. Yeah. So, the Tales of series has some amazing tracks in the soundtrack. And kind of in the same vein, I'm going to like pigeonhole this in here, but you actually might have it on your list, Bob. So I'm not going to. Never mind. Unless I'll keep it for the end if you don't say it. But it's in the same vein as JRPG. Let's just say that. You might have it on your list, so I won't say it. But yeah, the Tales of series, if you haven't played any of the Tales of series, they're incredible action-based JRPGs. Arise was the most recent one, and we're chomping at the bit for the next one. So Symphonia is one of my favorites. Bergeria has another really good soundtrack, a lot of dark tones, and I like my dark cathedral orchestral organ music, which is in my top 3 specific IP, so that you could probably guess. But yeah, Tales of series, 100%.
That's good, man. Definitely like Arise.
What's that?
The entire franchise is stellar.
Yeah. Yep. There's like 20 games. You got Legendia, Grace's F, Abyss, Symphonia, Vesperia, Bergeria, Arise, Xillia, Zestiria.
You say
the list goes
xenophobia?
on, right? Chlamydia. No, I'm kidding.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Tales of Chlamydia. Sounds like my nickname in high school. Anyway, no. Oh shit.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh,
Little
where the
laugh.
fuck were we?
7.
Oh yeah,
No,
7.
7.
Oh yeah, you stole my number, or yeah, you stole my number 7. There, Matt.
I did?
It was Super Mario Galaxy.
Okay.
So I'm gonna plug this in just as a quick. It's not my favorite in the series, or it is my favorite in the series, but it's not my favorite when it comes to the soundtrack, which is going to surprise the hell out of a lot of people who know me. But I gotta put it out to my boy Uematsu. Final Fantasy VIII. It's going on that list. Yeah, that intro. Dude, it was the first opportunity where they got to do full orchestral music, and it really shows.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I'm surprised this is so low on your list.
So 8 is so here's the funny thing. 8 is my favorite in the Final Fantasy series,
Mhm.
but it does not hold my favorite soundtrack in the series. I'll give you that little bit of a hint.
I see.
Yeah, I get that. I can imagine which one might be your favorite soundtrack in the series, but we'll get to that when we get to it.
Unless you steal it, because I got a feeling it's on yours.
Well, I did,
It
dude.
might be. I only have one Final Fantasy title on this list.
I had to put it by IP. There's so many. Yeah, so I think we all have Final Fantasy on our list. So yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I still need to play 8, but Final Fantasy, yeah, incredible music. So
Yeah,
Alex.
So for me, I'm sorry, it might be on somebody's. It might not. Who knows? You guys might not be as big of metalheads as I am. Doom Eternal. All day, every day. Mick Gordon is phenomenal.
Yeah, he is.
On that soundtrack. All over it.
Saw it live at the Game Awards. It was epic. It was awesome. Bob, that's got to be on your list.
It was not. And the reason it was not, it was going to be on the top 10. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, it was that really close. But something in the back of my mind said somebody's going to fucking say it. So I avoided the conflict. So there's another one of my honorable mentions out the door. Doom Eternal. Amazing. It is my favorite soundtrack, and it is my favorite Doom out of the 3 that recently, this whatever, I don't know, generation that you're calling it?
Trilogy?
Trilogy?
Yeah, I agree. Eternal's the best one, in my opinion, for sure.
I like to refer to it all as like the revived Bethesda games. And
yeah.
Like Wolfenstein New Order almost took it for me. But I'm like, which one should be at number 7 and which one shouldn't be on the list? Because like that's how I was looking at it. I'm like, but Wolfenstein just has memorable moments in the game for me, not necessarily the soundtrack. So gotcha. Doom had to take it.
Very cool. That's a good one. I know we flexed the system here with Doom the Dark Ages, and I've used Doom Eternal to do some base calibration. So that shit hits. And I feel like Eternal hits more than Dark Ages did, honestly. So Mick Gordon killed it.
To a point, yeah, but shit, you can't go wrong with either one, honestly. They're both jams. You don't even notice you're playing a video game half the time. At least me. I don't notice I'm playing a video game when I'm playing Doom. So
oh yeah, dude, the trilogy was incredible for sure. That's a good one. Yeah. So my next one was on the 64. There were 2 entries in the series. There was one entry that we don't talk about on the 360. But this soundtrack is composed by Grant Kirkhope. He also did Conker's Bad Fur Day. He also did Donkey Kong 64. And this is Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Dude, yeah. I can hear every single level in my head. And Grant Kirkhope was part of Rare. The most recent game that the team did, and I say the team because Rare kind of took their best of the best and created Platonic Studios, and they came out with a Banjo-Kazooie successor, 2 games, Yooka-Laylee, with not a bear and a bird, but a lizard and a bat. It was pretty good. And then they also did Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair. But Grant Kirkhope did the whole soundtrack, and man, the Banjo-Kazooie soundtrack, incredible. I think it was one of the first, if not in the first handfuls of games, to have the music that would transition real time when you got close to one of the levels, and it would kind of do Gruntilda's theme in her castle based on the level that you were like next to. Like if you went to the winter level, it would have like more of the like chimes. Yeah. So it was like dynamic music. And I think it was one of the first on the 64. It's in my top 10 games of all time that we already talked about. Banjo-Kazooie. Dude, the Mad Monster Mansion level. Fucking epic.
Yeah. I'm just saying, what are you collecting in that game?
Puzzle pieces.
Yeah,
music notes. Music
notes. There you go. Yeah.
And Banjo-Kazooie is they're literally 2 instruments, so it's heavily inspired by music. So,
no, that's exactly it, dude. I respect that choice. Out of that era, I prefer Conker's Bad Fur Day, just because of a couple of different songs that are in there. But Banjo-Kazooie is a solid choice. I didn't think about the 64 era. Good call, man. You didn't steal. You didn't even come close to stealing anything. I don't think I have a single 64 game on here.
You like in Conker's Bad Fur Day, I am the mighty Pooh.
Yes.
Yeah, that's an epic boss battle.
Yeah,
and I will throw my shit on you. Classic.
Got a real opera singer to talk about flinging shit. That's all I'm saying.
Right? Epic.
All right.
Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie, just classic. Incredible soundtrack. Banjo-Tooie had a really good soundtrack too. But again, nothing beats the original in my opinion. So
yeah. I think that's a pretty consistent opinion throughout the fan base, honestly.
Yep. And Jesus, Xbox, please just let go of Rare so they can make Banjo 3E or a remake of Banjo-Kazooie in Unreal Engine 5. Can you think about that? Or do something with the fucking IP.
Preach. Come on, man. Keep going.
Let it all
the last game we got was Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, which was fucking Banjo-Kazooie Minecraft. It was okay. It was a far cry from the third-person platformers that we got, Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. So on its own, it was okay. It was fun. I mean, it was like it walked so Tears of the Kingdom could run, honestly. But just, man, we want Banjo 3. Come on, you're sitting on that just gold mine of an IP. Give us the Bear and Bird. We want it.
Yeah, just don't give us Nuts and Bolts. That's all we ask.
Yeah, no, not Nuts and Bolts 2, for the love of God. Remember the one on there was one on the Game Boy Advance too. I forget what's called, like Gruntilda's Revenge or some shit like that. I played it.
You nailed it. Yeah, that's exactly it. Gruntilda's Revenge.
Nice.
At least based on my memory.
Yeah. So.
Well, I'm going to call this next one just before, because I don't think anybody else here, but if it got stolen, I'd be really, really sad. Simply because not only is it in my top 10 music, it's my top game of all time. I'm taking it. It's Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars. This soundtrack was a beautiful, beautiful merger between Nintendo and Square Soft when they were at the top of their game. And every part of this is the battle music, the overworld, everything part of it. They all fit. It goes back into the same that same theme that we've been talking about, where music has to fit the tone of the game or the level or whatever part of it. And every one of these fits. Yoshi's theme, the Yoshi's Island theme in there when you're talking. I love it. Even this soundtrack is so good to me that it's not only the music, but it's also the tunes that come out of it. Like when you talk to people, the sounds that come with the jumping or hitting a block, all of it is there. This is why I'm just the only thing that's so sad is the fact that it's so far down on the list, which gives you a bit of an idea of who's coming up.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That was the one game that almost made my list, and I was like, you know what? I need to let Bob have this one. Like, period, end of story. I know you love the game. It almost made mine. I get it, dude. Like,
Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door has a really good soundtrack too. That was a spiritual successor for Legend of the Seven Stars. So yeah, Legend of the Seven Stars just recently got remade, and they remade the soundtrack too. So good choice.
You know, it's funny. I played that entire game with the original soundtrack. That's how much I love it. I listened to the new mixes, and I was like, okay, it's modern, but it is not. But it's kind of like we did a remix and not a upscaling or improving the quality. So I was like, fuck that. Going back to the original, played the entire game on the original soundtrack.
Very cool. Yeah, Nintendo collaborated with SquareSoft on that one. Yeah. Good one. All right. Yeah.
My next one, it's a indie title. Journey.
Oh yeah.
Dude, the soundtrack for the game is just so fucking amazing. Okay, I listened to Journey, the soundtrack, not the band, the soundtrack, both phenomenal, but the soundtrack. And that one was actually like that inspired so much music out of me. Just learning the scales in the game. And
that's awesome that it inspired you.
The music the music is the game, if we're being completely honest here.
It's a journey.
Yeah. Cheesy, but yeah, completely accurate. The game's very much driven by the music and the visuals. You don't get dialogue. It's just music and visuals. And it's art, in my opinion. Like, if we were to have top 10 most artistic pieces in gaming, that's number one for me. Because the entire game is a living art piece.
100%. Austin Wintory. He does the soundtrack. Did you play The Pathless?
I have not, no.
Ooh, another good one. And are you excited for Sword of the Sea?
Yes.
Because that's another one of his. He did Abzu. He did Journey. He's doing Sword of the Sea. I do believe he did The Pathless as well. I can double check that. Austin Wintory. Journey's got one of the most fabled soundtracks of all time. It's a 3-hour game, Bob. You could beat it in an evening. And you will cry the entire time. Trust me.
Yeah, the amount of time it takes to listen to the soundtrack is the time it takes to play the game.
Yep.
All right, I might. It's on the list of short games to fill in between. I'm so glad. I knew Matt was going to say something. And I'm so glad you said something, Alex, because as soon as you said that game, the first thing that came out of my ADHD pot riddled brain was "Don't stop believing."
I had to make the distinction because there's people that might get confused.
Right. Yeah. Sword of the Sea is a put down everything and play. It's probably going to be short, but yeah, Austin Wintory is one of the greats. He is an incredible composer. Journey was like one of the first things he did video game wise, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Yeah. Good pick. Yeah, you just got to play it, Bob. There's I can't say anything. It's not what you think. It's short, and I think it won Game of the Year. And it's a 3-hour title too, winning Game of the Year. It's just an incredible journey. Yeah, man, great pick.
The original Follow the Golden Path, if I'm completely honest.
Yeah. Follow the light. I think this is all on our list, and I'm going to say it, and it's probably higher on your lists. Yep, we did a spoiler cast on it.
No.
Yep. Let's just all talk about it. I'm talking about Claire Obscure.
It's my number one.
33.
There went my number 2.
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah, I can't beat the top 3 of mine. I can't.
Dude,
yeah.
Go ahead, Matt.
What can we say? What
Kick
can we
the
say?
off.
Does someone want to put a clip of Minoko's theme? Dude, just I remember first hearing clips of the Minoko's theme, and I think one other. I think it was just like the Clair Obscur regular theme, and I was like, "Oh shit, this game's gonna be special. This game's gonna be fucking special." The composer, does anyone have the name? He was
Lorien Testard. Yeah,
Lorien Testard. The range of this and the tracks, the breadth, like the Renoir fight. I don't want to get into too many spoilers, but no one knows who that is. But there was a specific fight with just vocals and oh man. So it was your number 1 and your number 2?
Yeah, I honestly think one of the big driving forces why that made number 1 for me was spoilers. The song Un Vieux Timir, however it's pronounced in French, going into the Renoir fight.
Yeah.
It's so beautifully executed.
Insane.
That, you know, my groomsmen and I are going to be walking down the aisle to Minoko's theme. I got that approved by the wife. So
that's awesome. Hell yeah. Bob, and it was your number 2?
Yeah, it was number 2 on the list. But at the end of the day, what makes Clair good, or why it was under my number 2 is not only is everything memorable, everything fits, but this is one of those few times where you can take something that's offbeat from the theme. If you listen to an album cover to cover, you'll end up with these themes that kind of stretch out, and you get these tempos, and then there's this one like spike of randomness in the middle of the fucking game, and you can't, but yet it's not in a bad way. It catches you off guard, and then it catches you because you're like humming it in your head. And of course I'm talking about Minoko's theme. It does not, if you take that piece and shoved it in and did not have if you haven't played the game, you don't have any context, but I'm telling you, it is jarring, particularly what happens before and after those scenes before and after the entire Minoko intro arc, if you will. And you just end up with that industrial, like, almost. Is that best term, Alex? You're the best. You're the music guy.
Yeah, here. It's a little industrial, yeah.
Yeah, that industrial
jazz.
Yeah, it's kind of like industrial jazz, switched in between these very, very operatic, sad, somber pieces. It's a cherry on top for me.
Oh yeah, I remember when that first played. Incredible, but it didn't. I can't beat my top 5 ever. That's why I said, oh yeah, top 5's easy because they still haven't been beat.
And that's fair. Clair came out of nowhere for me. Like,
oh yeah,
I mean, I think I talked about that heavily in the spoiler cast, but damn the soundtrack. And to think that they found him off of SoundCloud just makes it even better. Makes it 10 times better.
He basically like went on Reddit and was like, "Hey, I'm creating a game. Who wants in? All right, we gotta play a clip of Minoko's theme. We gotta." So
for the audience, since we're all on this.
We're all dancing. All right.
It's that what's that Joe Rogan scene where they're all just kind of like vibing.
Right? Oh, dude, that theme's so fucking awesome.
It's so good. So good.
No business being the best song in the game.
That's what I love. It has no right being that good.
Yeah. Just, oh man, incredible soundtrack. Just a gem of a game. And it's still my game of the year.
Oh, so, same.
Yep.
Even if I play Death Stranding 2, it's still going to be my game of the year.
Yep. All right.
Say that now.
I knew
I'm going to keep saying that.
Our lists. I knew that was on all our lists. So sorry.
Yeah, that's half the fun, right?
Yep.
It's fine. I'll find an honorable mention to throw in there. I've got a couple.
All right.
Well, here we are, folks.
Top 5.
Top 5.
Where's the 3 remaining?
I'm not going to. I'm going to be. Yeah. I'm going to be honest with the audience here. Music is a great piece of video game, but it took me a little while to think about this list. And there's a couple in the top 5. Like Mega Man X will be number 1. It's very hard to dethrone that one. There's some others like Claire, and another game that I'm going to talk about later that kind of surprised me with their music. And I say this because I'm more of a logically brained aligned person. Music doesn't come naturally to me. I can't dance. I can't play an instrument. I play 4X games, but guys, let's leave it like that. But number 5 on this list is the type of is the type of game where if I were to whistle the music, I still can do it to this day. I know the theme, or at least one of the main themes. I do it subconsciously and without knowing because it's one of my ticks and tisms, and it is peak 2D platform Mario, and that's going to be Super Mario World.
Oh, World, nice, yeah.
The music in that is so good. It has no right being that good on the SNES. It's unreal. The first level from the dinosaur when you're on Dinosaur Island and starting out, the music that you get when you go to the Bowser's theme and you get that underwater. Yeah, the underwater theme sounds amazing, and it is not annoying like the first couple. It's got it's kind of like, it reminds me of Donkey Kong Country, where the music fits that underwater, and you think, okay, what's an aquatic theme? Somebody came up with it. Boom, there it is on the board. That's what it does. But yeah, Super Mario World is definitely one of those games that I hear each one of the themes. I can do them in my head. And like I said, subconsciously, I'll just start whistling that first level theme, or that first level, without even realizing it.
Beautiful. Yeah. I watched Bit Brigade perform that entire game live. It was awesome.
I could beat that game in probably about... With speedruns? Yeah, I could. It's a pretty quick, easy game to beat, actually, if you know what you're doing.
They did it in like an hour. Yep.
Yeah, it takes about that much.
Very cool. That's a great one. Classic.
Yeah, I had no worries about that one being stolen. Actually, I kind of did.
my 3 remaining ones, I'm not worried about, but we'll see. Well, kind of 4 remaining ones.
Okay.
But yeah. So number 5 for me, and you'd be surprised it's not higher up on the list. Legend of Dragoon. It's my number 5. You'd think it'd be my number 1, but it's not. Yeah. It's number 5. Unfortunately, there's not enough themes in the game for it to really, amp it up anymore. Like the boss themes, there's only 4 main boss themes. You hear them all in the first disc, you hear them on the second disc, you hear them on the third, and in the fourth. But the pieces for the time were pretty solid, pretty phenomenal. A lot of Legend of Dragoon's pieces, for anybody who hasn't played it, they are borderline orchestral. I almost said architectural. Borderline orchestral. Some of them kind of tick those boxes for emotion for me. Shauna's theme's a big one. Kind of reminds me of like being a little kid, like a little bit of innocence there. Rose's theme, in English it translates to despair. It is very dark, all piano. It's phenomenal.
Beautiful.
I can't really say much more about it.
That's awesome. I am surprised that that's not higher on your list. And where's our remake, Blue Point or Sandfall? Where's our remake?
Preferably Sandfall. Blue Point will try and make it multiplayer.
Blue Point teased it a little bit. Halloween a few years ago. They said it was just this whole thing. They were teasing all these IPs, and one of them was Dart Across the Sky, and Dart was capitalized. So those motherfuckers.
We'll see.
Let's see. Yep. So my top 5, they haven't changed in the last fucking 20 years. I did a podcast like 7 years ago on this very topic, and still the same. Nothing's cracked it. Number 5, of course, is the legendary IP of the main protagonist, Samus Aran, and that is Metroid. The entire IP has bangers across all the games, but my personal favorite is Prime, Metroid Prime. Landing on Talon 4 and just the Talon overworld music is so impactful. And ironically, and I didn't choose this one because of this plug, but I am going to be streaming Metroid Prime Remastered for Metroid Database, probably, and sometime in October. I don't know. We're going to do a Metroid marathon, and I will be playing this game. So when I have more details, I will let everyone know. But yeah, Metroid as a series has the best music. It's so great. You got Fusion, you got Zero Mission, the original, even the chip tunes. Just an incredible soundtrack. And then Corruption has some bangers. Echoes even has some really good music. Dread, holy shit, that soundtrack in Dread, awesome. But yeah, Prime, Phendrana Drifts, like, oh, it's incredible. So Metroid as an IP, number 5.
That is, I don't blame you. In fact, so much, excuse me, that I purposely avoided any Metroid, just because I knew it was coming, right? Like, I knew it was going to be on there. I was waiting for it at the top. I should have suspected it was top 5, man, but you're right. Metroid is amazing. The music, every music, I'd be hard pressed to find a Metroid game that didn't have good music to it. So I would absolutely agree with you. Prime is probably my, I don't know. I'm kind of an old school snob, and I kind of like Super Metroid.
It's a good, that's another phenomenal one. That's top 3 for sure in Metroid. Yeah, that has like Zebus and just the iconic theme. Yeah. So, even Federation Force had good fucking music, and that game sucks.
Well, I knew he was going to say it too.
Yep. Other M had really good music. Not the greatest Metroid, but still amazing music. I liked Other M.
It's a good game. That's a good pick, man. Good, definitely a good pick. Well, you guys ready for a shock? No, you probably already guessed, Alex. We discussed this earlier. Final Fantasy VIII is my favorite in the series. The mainline entries, everything across the board that is Final Fantasy. I've always loved Squall. I loved his character arc, but the music, and in the music, while it did good, it was my favorite up until a point. When the PlayStation 2 launched, I got to hear music, and I'm telling you, when I heard the opening theme, not the opening theme, but the first full track that came out of there, I went, "Holy fuck!" I love everything that Doom did, but this is what metal sounds like on a video game console. And yeah, you gentlemen are 100% right. The audience is screaming it. That's Final Fantasy X 10, whichever way you want to pronounce it. This was what happens when you give Uematsu the ability to make the music he wants without restriction. There is not a piece in this game that I do not love. It is. I still almost cry like a baby anytime I hear those first 3-4 piano notes. You know what I'm talking about. When you boot up the game and you hit start and you get new game, and you. Yes, exactly. And then you hear Titus and he goes, "This is my story." And you're like, "Oh shit, you know it's real." I love this game. I love this game. It's in my top 3 Final Fantasies for a reason. But it definitely cracked the number 1 on the top of the music list when it comes to it. Just because I'm sorry, everything that came before it does it better, and everything after looks visually amazing, but I think is missing a piece of that soul.
Beautiful. And you mentioned the heavy metal when he's playing Blitzball and he's upside down and Sin comes in and it's like, oh yeah, It's stuck in my head. Like, 10 was incredible. I love 10. And then Xanarkand, of course, the piano.
Yes.
So,
I'm so happy you didn't say the Final Fantasy on my list, dude. I'm so happy somebody else said 10 because that's not the one on mine.
Dodged a bullet.
Final Fantasy as an IP is my top. But I have one from Final Fantasy as well. I love to see that it's just peppered throughout this entire list across all of us. So yeah, I don't think either of you have mine because you know me and you're like, we're not going to steal that one from.
Yeah.
So
you know what's
It's
funny?
also not my favorite one, but I get it.
Yeah.
I know your favorite, and it's a good one too. It's another really good one.
It is. I mean, I'm hard pressed to find a truly bad Final Fantasy game. And what you know, it's funny is this game showed me what metal can sound like, and this is why I say Uematsu walked, simply because less than a month later we got DMC, and that game ran.
Ooh, yeah,
with the metal music on a PlayStation 2. So,
good shit.
Yeah, Devil May Cry 5 is an amazing soundtrack. I'm out of here.
Hell yeah. Let's see that DMC1 remake.
Right? Oh my god, that'd be so gorgeous nowadays. Oh.
Apparently it's rumored. All right, Alex, what's your number 4?
So number 4, I had to have the rule of 1 per IP, and this one kind of bends that rule because of something that's going to happen later in my list. Secret of Mana.
Oh yeah, good.
Ooh.
It, like I said, bending the rule a little bit. The first one is technically a Final Fantasy game, but the second one defined the Mana series as its own separate IP, and that is Secret.
Did you play Visions?
I have not played Visions.
Oh, you need to.
The soundtrack in that game, dude.
Everything about that game.
Yes.
Yeah.
You gotta play it.
Shit, what can I say about Secrets that hasn't been said over the past 30 years that it's been around? Absolutely stellar soundtrack. For me, every track is instantly recognizable. And dear God, it really pushed the SNES. It really did.
Yeah, it did. You got to play Visions. So write this down: Stellar Blade, Visions, Mana, Death Stranding 2. Start making a list.
Visions of Mana.
Copy this: Final Fantasy 8, Mass Effect, Final
Fantasy 12.
Ew, no, you don't have to. No. Sorry, I let my own opinion out there, but no, you don't have to play 12 at all.
Yes, you do.
But talk about the music. The music of 12 is some of the best.
Yeah, but
thank you.
In my opinion, of course. Secret of Mana, really good one. That's one of another Square Soft or Square Enix title. I think it's
Square Soft at the time.
Yeah, Square Soft. Yep. So yeah, you got to play Visions. That soundtrack is banging.
I just added it to my Steam list.
Hell yeah, awesome. Yeah, that's a good pick. I might be stealing this one from you, Alex, and I'm sorry, but I think it's on your list. Yeah, I know it's not on Bob's list, but Gen 4 was specifically my favorite, and this is Pokemon.
Oh yeah, no, it's not on my list. You're good.
Okay. Pokemon the IP. Yeah, but no, Pokemon the series. Just man, the original, like that's the iconic theme, right? What can I say? And then Diamond and Pearl really kicked it up a notch. I love the Diamond and Pearl soundtrack. Emerald was great too. And if you listen to our top 10 games in episode 10, you'll see that a lot of my list correlates. And that's because I really value the music in video games. So if you know of my top 10, you'll probably see where this is going. But yeah, Pokemon has incredible music. The gym battle theme, some of the towns, gold, silver, red, blue, yellow, Diamond and Pearl. Hell, even Scarlet and Violet had some good to So yeah, iconic themes. I mean, even Colosseum, XD Gale of Darkness had really good tracks. If you're working and you want like a chill, like lo-fi based soundtrack, a lot of Pokemon lo-fi out there. A lot of the towns are like super chill. I mean, like some of the mountain towns. Just Game Freak cooked, and it's got some of the best tracks in video games. So it's in my that didn't crack my top 3 because the top 3 are up there. I know one of them is yours, Bob. I'm pretty sure, but Pokemon number 4 for me, specifically Diamond and Pearl. Dude, the
Lavender Town is just like the greatest theme to fall asleep to.
Yep. Yep. So
permanent sleep too.
Oh, right. And then you get your dreams eaten by Gengar.
Play that at my funeral. Take notes, everyone.
Right. Yeah. It's just so recognizable, right? If you hear Pokemon, you know, oh yeah, that's fucking Pokemon. So yeah. All right. Yeah. We're in our top 3.
I only got one left in there.
Oh shit.
He's right. No, you're right. I'm in there too. I'm in that same boat with you, man. But I'm gonna give you some. Or one. Sorry, I got one. Top 3 out of this. This one comes a little out of. Well, I mean, it's not out of left field. It's not one that mainline that most people would think about necessarily. But for me, it holds a special place. So much that it's in my top 3 games of all time, actually. By Kelly Bailey, who still works for this company that he started making this game with. And not only is it my favorite soundtrack out of the same game, it's also my favorite game out of the entire out of the 2-part series, 3-part, 4-part, whatever you want to call it. And that's got to go to Valve's Half-Life. This game back in the day, the music to this day, it's very techno inspired in a lot of regards, but it slaps, and it's like Death Stranding in regards to where you hit certain points and then the music kind of fades in and starts to build up, and you don't get that sense. It doesn't hit you jarringly. The best example I can give, spoilers, you get to get your suit within the first 5 minutes of the game, right? But when you grab your suit, this like techno beat drops as you're getting all of this boring ass. I say boring, but it's a bunch of technical jargon of the suit booting up and doing self-diagnostic, and you hear that, and it starts to continue off. Alex, I see you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
And it just fades in, and it feels a little weird to overlap, but it kind of gives you a sense of what you're about to get into. That, and quite frankly, the little clips of sound that happen whenever you pick something up or do anything else that's outside of the music blend so well that they're used in the assets have been reused in other games. Let's leave it like that. But yeah, Half-Life. I've got the fucking tattoo on my arm for a reason, folks. And that's why it sits at number 3.
Hell yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
I expect nothing less, honestly. So, for me, this one, I can't just say it's one game. It's 3, but it's Final Fantasy 13. Like, I think everybody saw that coming from a mile away. Both of you guys did, and that's why I was like, please don't. It's my favorite game in the franchise. It's, in my opinion, the greatest soundtrack in Square's. Well, aside from Nier, Square's repertoire. Jesus. I love this game. It was the first Final Fantasy that like brought me to tears booting it up, because like my parents when I was younger got me Final Fantasy 12. I didn't like it. They got me 13 and I fell in love with it. The story's not the greatest. I'll admit that. That's why I needed 3 games to flesh it all out. Hell, even the combat mechanics aren't the greatest, but there's just something about it. Sarah's theme is the main theme of the game. All of Lightning's themes across all 3 games are absolutely killer. And even like something as simple as like the combat themes that you have to hear constantly. They're all full of all kinds of nuances.
The boss theme, Saber's Edge, one of my favorites. One of my favorites. 13 has an incredible soundtrack. That's a really good pick. And I love 13. I can't wait for it to be remastered. It's next up to be remastered. Maybe later this year, probably next year. But it's next up. It was on the PS3, so they got to fucking dissect that cell processing shit. But it was also on the 360. The lesser version was on the 360.
It's also on PC as well.
Okay, it is on PC. Cool.
Yeah.
They really need to remaster that, dude. 13 had a killer soundtrack, probably in my top 3 or top 5 of Final Fantasy. I'd say, really good.
Yeah.
Really good choice. Really good choice.
And
so
come on, the game gave us like, I don't even think it's arguable, honestly, statistically. Lightning, fucking complete badass, strongest character in the whole franchise, depending on who you ask. Like
across all 3 games, yeah. And then I loved Fang. Snow was awesome. Fang was cool though. And then your summons. It was the first time you had like fucking Transformer summons.
Oh yeah,
dude, awesome.
Odin was a horse, but also Odin.
Right.
Like, oh my god.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Good pick.
So sick.
All right. I'm just gonna kick this one off with a very short 15-second clip of my next game. You ready?
I'm not surprised.
That, of course, is Bloody Tears from Castlevania.
I had to give you that one. I knew it was going to be on your list, man.
Oh my god, dude! Yeah, this is my top 3. It's my third one. Castlevania across the entire series is amazing. The composer Michiru Yamane, she's awesome. And my favorite of the series is Symphony of the Night, and that's my favorite soundtrack of the series. So, man, just the when you're in Dracula's castle and Wizard Lab, just dude, it's so ranged. And Dawn of Sorrow has another really good soundtrack. But yeah, very dark, gritty, organ, a lot of guitar. Man, Portrait of Ruin, Order of Ecclesia, they all have incredible soundtracks. Hell, Lords of Shadows even has really good soundtrack. And it's just dark music, and it's got a really dark storyline, Castlevania. So, yeah, Castlevania, man, just incredible. I watched another MagFest shout out. I watched what was it? Super Master Boot Record play Bloody Tears, and it was like live guitar, just. And dude, when Bloody Tears came on in season 2 of the Castlevania Netflix show, I lost it. So yeah, across all the games, Castlevania, and then you got Bloodstained. Koji Igarashi kind of made a spiritual successor because Konami fucked him along with Kojima. They both left and they both created amazing new IPs. But Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon, Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon 2, all have incredible soundtracks. So Sangatsu's theme, incredible. Or Zangatsu's theme. Just, yeah, Castlevania is amazing soundtrack. I think you can probably guess my top 2 after that, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Konami? You let 2 of your best talent go bye-bye.
So there, when we saw the Scarlet Engagement, we thought that was Castlevania. When we saw Duskbloods, we thought that was a Castlevania game. Apparently, Konami is reviving these IPs just like they're doing with Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. They're sitting on these 3 major IPs, right? Metal Gear Solid, Castlevania, and Silent Hill, and they're all merging. And we haven't seen Castlevania yet. I think we're going to. And I am really excited. There are rumors that we're getting a true to form 2.5D Metroidvania Castlevania. So, yeah, Castlevania is one of the 2 that created the genre, Metroidvania. Can you guess what the other one was? So, yeah, love the games, and the music is part of why I love the games to this day. So,
yeah.
Yep.
It's a good choice, man. There were certain ones I avoided on purpose because I knew they were going to be there for you, and specific titles purposely. Unfortunately, you guys shat over my top two, but I have a backup plan. Okay.
Okay.
So number 2 was Clair Obscur 33, but what's my favorite theme out of Clair Obscur?
Oh, I know where this is going.
Yeah. Minoko's theme.
Yep.
Minoko's theme is heavily, and you can't tell me otherwise, inspired by the entire fucking soundtrack from this game. And I can't wait for the 6th one to come out. I am waiting to play some of the remasters if I ever find time. And that is Persona 5. I listen to that soundtrack on a regular basis.
Yeah.
It is good. The only reason it didn't end up on the list is because I think Clair just kind of slapped it to the side, and they're so closely. If you listen to them a lot, they're kind of almost in that same. I don't want to say genre, but they're in that same tier. Because some games are just at that level, right? And Clair Obscur kind of slapped P5 aside, but I played that, loved the soundtrack. My oldest kid played it, loved the fucking soundtrack. My youngest kid has played part of it, loves the soundtrack. I listen to it on a regular basis, so I'm just throwing it out there as an honorable mention because when I heard Clair, I heard Persona, particularly when I heard Minoko's theme. But yeah, that would have been my number 2 anyways. So I'm gonna go with that.
I was staying silent because I've never played any of the Persona games, but I know they're amazing for their music.
Oh yeah. I'll actually avoid one of my honorable mentions because it's also a Persona game. Otherwise, I would have said Persona 3 because that's my favorite one in the franchise. But I'm gonna say Hollow Knight.
Ooh,
the entire soundtrack's phenomenal. Like, unfortunately for me, Hollow Knight is the game. That's what does it for me. Hollow Knight as a game does it for me. The soundtrack is kind of an afterthought because you're fighting for your life half the time when you're playing the damn game, so you don't ever think about the music. But yeah, Nightmare King Grimm's theme in the DLC, phenomenal. The God Realm theme, phenomenal. Dung Defenders theme of all things, phenomenal. And then all of the main levels throughout the entire game, they're all very ambient, especially the main city. Very, very ambient music, and it's phenomenal. But for me, the game comes first. The soundtrack comes after. That's why it didn't make my list.
Gotcha. Huh. Yeah. That's dude, I've loved everything about the Hollow Knight soundtrack, and I can't wait to see what they're cooking up with Silksong. So,
yeah. Silksong better deliver, man. If it doesn't, I'm rioting. I'm showing up to Cherry Studios. I'm rioting.
yeah. I mean, Team Cherry hasn't let us down. So
I know. Well,
Hollow Knight was incredible. But they haven't let us down with a released game, right? It's just gotten delayed. They took their time on it. Hopefully, we're going to get a banger, and hopefully, the music will be on par with what we got with Hollow Knight.
Exactly,
and
it probably will.
Oh yeah, and the DLC, the White Palace DLC and the Troop DLC, that had really good music too.
Yeah, Nightmare King Grimm's theme, in my opinion, is like the greatest theme in the whole game.
Yes, I could not beat him. I couldn't beat him. Couldn't do it.
It's worth it. It's so worth it. The grind to make it happen isn't worth it, but it's worth it.
I did the White Palace, some of the hardest platforming I've ever done in a video game.
Yep, the Path of Pain.
Yep. So incredible soundtrack. Good call out. My number 2, Bob. I'm surprised you didn't say this, man.
It might be. I avoided some titles purposely.
Well, this game revolves around musical instruments, and are you thinking of the same thing?
Maybe keep going. I'll let
Little Hylian called Link. Yeah, of course. The Legend of Zelda, dude.
Maybe.
Yeah, I avoided it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What can I say? This game is up there because of the soundtrack. Everything revolves around the instruments. I mean, Ocarina of Time, like it's in the name. Usually, up until Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, you had an instrument integral to the core concept and gameplay of the game. Wind Waker, you had a baton, and you were like a conductor, right? That could control the wind. Ocarina of Time, you had your ocarina. In Link to the Past, you had your flute. Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons, you had your harp. Just and then Link's Awakening, you have you go around the dungeons and collect all the instruments, all 8 of them, to awaken the windfish. Dude, Zelda's Lullaby, the main theme for Zelda, the Shadow Temple in Ocarina of Time, the Forest Temple in Ocarina of Time, Ganondorf's theme. Like, I'll go on. Like Twilight Princess, the Arbiter's Grounds. Holy shit, incredible. Zora's Domain. Like, dude, that game is known for the music, and that is why it's real, dude. The 1 and 2 are like neck and neck. Zelda is up there for me, and it's really neck and neck. So, Zelda has incredible music. The overworld theme for the original, when it comes on, is just so impactful.
Bingo. Yep.
Yeah.
That's another one of those themes that I just hum in my head naturally. I purposely avoided putting it in my list because I wanted to shake things up, and I knew I had a feeling somebody was going to put it. I just didn't think it was going to take this fucking long.
Yeah, it's up there for me, dude. It's almost at the top. If it wasn't for my top game, which I think you all know. But yeah, dun 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 dun. I mean, it's iconic, right?
Yeah,
the main theme.
Yes, it is.
I had to refrain from putting Majora's Mask on mine because I knew you were going to say Zelda.
Oh, dude, Majora's Mask has a banger overworld theme too.
The start theme for Ocarina of Time, the start theme for A Link to the Past. Like, these are just
Yep.
Yeah, they sit there. There's a reason that they do. Like you said, go ahead.
The legendary Koji Kondo.
And when you're talking about games, not only games that fit the theme, Zelda is an adventure game ultimately. And
it's an RPG.
Yeah, the music, it just kind of screams adventure, almost like a Lord of the Rings, if you will. I'm going on an adventure.
Yep. Yeah. Just every game has an incredible soundtrack. Breath and Tears. I mean, just the sound design of Breath when you're going out, and just like those like 3 piano notes, like and then it just like you hear the wind and the ambience. Just incredible. I'd say Ocarina of Time is my favorite of all of them. I mean, it's goated. It's goated. What can I say? Like Twilight Princess is my favorite, but Ocarina of Time has the best soundtrack. The Fire Temple, the Water Temple. Come on.
That was the only reason. That was one of the other reasons it wasn't on my list, is because I see where you're going with that. Some of the the Spirit Temple and things like that, they were a little underwhelming, and I think there was some of those tracks didn't hit as hard, and because of that, it kind of fell down the list. But like Kakariko Village, come on,
Gerudo's Valley or Gerudo Valley, yeah,
the Lost Woods.
Yeah. This is the musical themed episode. What did you expect?
Yeah,
Which we're filming right now because it's the audience seeing Bob dancing around.
Soon we'll be on video, and you can get all of Bob in your ear holes and eye holes.
Careful, ladies! I have a powerful beard.
Yes, you do. Yeah, dude, Legend of Zelda. It's like my top 2 are neck and neck. They're almost both top 1 because Zelda is just fucking the GOAT. So
yeah, it's funny you mentioned Zelda. Because if you say Zelda, people think of the classic theme, right? Obviously, I had number 1 Mega Man X. We talked about that
it's still goated. I seriously doubt that'll ever be topped. I'm going to just put that out there for the audience. That's how much I believe that game is number one in my opinion. But since we were talking about themes, I don't necessarily think this series has amazing music, but it wasn't at my top 10 list because I think it does fall short. And this is, of course, in my personal opinion. But, and I'm going to see if this comes through like you did, Matt. You know what theme universally is recognized by all gamers? And I can't wait. Because it's coming. It's going to be on the PS5 soon.
Let's hear it.
Yep.
Yep.
Soon. We're talking Mario. Yeah, we're talking Marty and Halo. So where it does, not everything hits, but what does hit is iconic, and I think that makes sense. Yes. I can't wait to see it on a PlayStation 5 Pro. Do you know what I'm getting at?
Oh yeah, we gotta play that co-op. We gotta play that shit co-op.
Dude, we will get drunk and we will play it with Lasso on 100%. Stream. I don't care.
Legendary difficulty.
Yeah, Lasso, legendary, all skulls.
Birthday party on. Grunt birthday party on.
Oh, 100%. Always.
Yeah.
You hear that? Yay! Whenever you get a headshot.
Dude, Halo. Yeah, Marty O'Donnell stood next to him listening to Legend of Zelda at MagFest. Stood next to him. My buddy was like, hey, don't like freak out or look now, but Marty O'Donnell is right next to you. And I was just like, oh my God, holy shit, you're right. So, yeah. God. And shout out to Destiny. That's one of my honorable mentions, Destiny. Because Bungie did Destiny. Destiny has an incredible soundtrack, partly by the original Halo composer. Yeah. Or Neil Davidge did some Halo too for 4.
Yeah, he did.
So, yeah, that's a good one. Very iconic. Cannot wait for that to come to PS5. I'd say we're getting an announcement later this year, at the end of the year, maybe Game Awards or next year. It's coming. They're gonna milk it too, and I'll be there for it. They're gonna be like Halo 1 remake or remastered, PS5, $50. Take my fucking money.
I will buy a PS5 faster.
Yep.
You know, it's funny. A listener, a buddy of mine, you know what he told me, Matt, when they announced this? And if it's not the name,
what?
It's Halo Re-Evolved instead of Combat Evolved.
Very cool.
I was like, it's so good. Get on it, Phil Spencer. God damn it.
Yeah. Do stuff. Do something. No. Oh shit. All right, Alex. What's your number one? Numero uno.
Well, my number one was already taken, but that was Clair Obscur.
Sorry.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good. There's no hard feelings here.
We can talk more about Claire if you want. I mean,
oh no, there's no need to. We did it for 4 hours.
Yes, we did. If you haven't listened to that, go listen to it. If you played Clair Obscur, it's an awesome podcast. One of our most listened to podcasts, actually. Fun fact: one of our most downloaded and most listened to podcasts. So shout out to you and Caleb. People love you.
Yeah. So for me, I'm just gonna play the theme and see if you guys recognize it. If you don't, that's fine.
Okay. What do you got? Yes. Hold on.
Yeah. You want me to take a guess? I know what it is.
Yeah, I know what it is. Everybody knows what it is. Yeah. I mean, come on. Like, for me, I don't think there was a game in my childhood that was more of a happy-go-lucky, have fun with it, do stupid shit for hours on end game than the entire Kirby franchise. I haven't played one since Epic Yarn. I know that there's Kirby games that have come out since then, but
Forgotten Land is so good. Put it on your list.
I've heard there's so many things that need to go on my damn list right now. I think Celebrate is going to be the first one, but we'll see. We'll see the order I get to. Yeah, Kirby. Shit. I'm a grown-ass man who wears Kirby socks and King DDD socks and Meta Knight socks to work every day. Like, that's
amazing.
It's got this stupid little derpy place in my heart, and I don't know why.
That's amazing.
Every single time I boot the games up, I laugh, I smile, I cry sometimes, like especially with Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland. I have a lot of fond memories of playing with the link cable with my cousin, having to share the same Game Boy Advance screen because the game that played multiplayer are weird. It was so phenomenal
Hell
back
yeah.
in the day, and it's still great now.
Pick up Deluxe for Switch as well. It's another good one.
Yep.
They remastered it or remade it, or yeah.
I think my favorite one in the whole franchise might be Kirby Superstar Ultra.
Nice. Are you excited for Air Riders, the next one?
Yeah, I need to catch up on Kirby. Honestly, like I've mistreated it so badly.
How dare you?
It was partly because I liked Epic Yarn, but I felt like Epic Yarn was trying to be Little Big Planet. So it's kind of for me.
Well, next month, the 28th, Kirby and the Forgotten Land plus Starcrossed World is coming out.
Yep.
For the Switch too. So
be a good one for your Switch too. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to steal the Switch 2 from the wife.
Yep. Oh, did you get her one? She finally has one?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. I was like, where's your PS5 then?
Baby steps, man. Come on, that's expensive.
No, I hear you. Hey, I hear you, man. No worries at all. But a lot of games on your list are for PS5. Stellar Blade was on PC though. So, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Stellar Blade's on PC. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Maybe when I'm done with this playthrough of Legend of Dragoon, before I start the Japanese one, I can get to Stellar Blade, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll keep building on that list. Don't worry. The fact that you said Kirby, awesome, and then you said Sackboy, that reminds me of another honorable mention we need to talk about. That's Astrobot.
Yes.
That is a honorable mention. Astrobot has an incredible soundtrack. Even the Astro's Playroom, super great.
Fun fact too, Astrobot also pays homage to Legend of Dragoon as well in it.
Sure does. Dart's in there. Yep. Lot of characters in there, and like all the DLC just brings them. Most of them. There are some missing, which are glaringly missing, and I'm like, where the fuck is he? So yeah. Honorable mention Astrobot. Before I get to the number one, which I think is kind of a collaborative one, we've all talked about it. Do we have any other honorable mentions?
I wouldn't say an honorable mention for the game series, but I do want to shout out to a particular one track out of a series that absolutely I still listen to on a regular basis, and I prefer the original rendition of it, not the second or third one, and that's the Hell March from Command & Conquer Red Alert.
Nice.
See, there you go. You hear when I first heard that, I was like, "Ooh, this screams what the game's about." The rest of the track kind of, it is what it is, right? It's kind of forgettable. But I wanted to call that out.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Another one for me, Soul Edge.
Okay.
The first entry in the Soul Calibur franchise. I believe it was Soul Blade for PS1.
Calibur.
It was Soul Blade for PS1. Soul Edge was the arcade cabinet. Phenomenal. Like I love it. I used to go to the arcade all the time as a kid. I played the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Love the soundtrack to it. Far ahead of its time, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. I remember Soul Calibur 2 had a really good soundtrack.
Oh, they all did.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the one I dug into the most, mainly because my mains were Link and Keelik. So I think we played a little bit of that when you came over, Bob. You have to come over again, Alex. We'll play some Soul Calibur. I have it on it's original hardware, but it's on the Wii. So, and then I have the GameCube controls. So yeah. Donkey Kong comes to mind for me. Donkey Kong Country Returns and the original Donkey Kongs, even Donkey Kong 64, another Grant Kirkhope. Just an incredible soundtrack there. Yeah, Donkey Kong, the leader of the bunch. You know him well. DK Rap.
That was good. I like that. He's
finally back to kick some tail. His coconut guns will fire in spurts. If it shoots you, it's gonna hurt. All right.
That was good, dude. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but that was good.
That is ingrained in my memory. I think I might have blended choruses there or verses, but yeah.
It's all good, man. We all understood it.
Star Fox has some bangers. Really good. Mario Kart, of course, a lot of Mario throwbacks. Assassin's Creed, come on.
Yeah. The soundtrack for Assassin's Creed 3 was fucking stellar. Yeah, honestly.
Speaking of Stellar Blade, really good soundtrack.
I'll get to it. I'll get to it.
I'm just saying it has a really good soundtrack. Really good.
Yeah. But another one comes to mind for me. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Also phenomenal as well.
Hell yeah.
Good call, dude.
Contra, another one.
Mm-hmm. Video game music is so ingrained, and like when you hear it, and it takes you back to the game, right? It takes you back to playing that game.
It's funny you say that. Sorry, I don't know why I just thought of this. Yeah. But when you gave me the tickets to go see Paper Grade.
Yes.
I almost fucking lost it, man. I had to step aside. I was laughing so hard. They're like, "We're gonna play a cult classic." These motherfuckers started playing the Wii Shop or the Mi Plaza menu.
That's awesome.
So you just get that. Yeah. It got the do.
Yep.
Do. I was like, God damn it.
That's awesome.
Wii Sports is another one we can put in there too, because that's so fucking good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If we're missing any before we get to our collective number one, let's be honest. If we're missing any, let us know what you think. But without further ado, it's Final Fantasy, everyone. It's Final Fantasy, the IP. You said it, Alex. You said it, Bob. You love 13. Bob loves 8. I love 7 personally. Genova's theme, holy fucking shit. One Winged Angel, come on. Aerith's theme, Tifa's theme, like, oh, dude, Calm. And I will listen to the soundtrack. They recently redid it with Remake and Rebirth. Can't wait for Reborn or whatever the hell they're going to call it. I think it's going to be Reborn. But dude, Final Fantasy across the series, most recently 16. 16 has an incredible soundtrack. I can't really pick one. I mean, if I had to, it'd be 7. But all the way, like 6, 9, Dark Messenger, Garland, like, come on. Bahamut's
even 14 has great themes. Yes. The MMO.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Final Fantasy as a series. Yeah.
Remember, the Final Fantasy soundtrack, like the entire series, is so iconic that you remember, gentlemen, you can purchase and buy and play soundtracks from the other Final Fantasy mainline themes while you're driving around in Final Fantasy 15.
Yep. Yeah. 15 had a really good soundtrack too.
Yeah, which is funny because 15 itself had a good soundtrack.
Yep. Nobuo Uematsu. I have seen Final Fantasy orchestras, probably 5 of them. I saw Distant Worlds multiple times. I've seen 7 Remake, 7 Rebirth. I've seen many. It's top. 13 is one of my favorite. 10 has a legendary soundtrack, like you said. 12, even though I haven't played it or finished. I played it, haven't finished it. Let me be clear. Has an incredible soundtrack. It's all across all the games. They're all amazing. And 16 hit real well. Ifrit's theme, A Rose is a Rose. And then in 16, you can actually go to the jukebox and play the tracks. So Sid's theme.
It's true.
Vince, go ahead.
I was going to say, Final Fantasy is so powerful that remember the era of ringtones? I heard people that had the Final Fantasy fanfare as a ringtone for a while.
Yeah.
You may have been one of them.
I may be one of them. Dude, Final Fantasy is one of the greats when it comes to soundtracks. And it's just iconic. When I was playing Rebirth, I was literally, dude, Cosmo Canyon, Vincent's theme.
In Rebirth, Cosmo Canyon was my favorite track.
All right,
the way they redid that and recompiled that was amazing. Cosmo.
Seto's theme, where that whole sequence, dude. This may or may not be my ringtone.
Expect nothing less, honestly.
I'm not done, and you'll love this one, Alex. This is also one of my ringtones.
Yep.
That, of course, is the boss theme I was talking about from 13. And yeah, even Advent Children, he has the ringtones like da, 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 da. The fanfare across pretty much all of the main lines.
I will say, even though 7 isn't my favorite game, my PS4 background, and it has been for the longest time, has been Tifa, just because it plays her theme. Because I think the theme's gorgeous.
Oh yeah,
and it plays her theme from Remake, but it plays her theme, and it's gorgeous. It's beautiful.
Yep. And then in Rebirth, you can play it on the piano. I have just a couple more because I have to give a shout out to 10.
There it is.
That theme makes me cry, man.
I know. Thank you.
And then this was the one I was talking about.
Yep. The OG, the classics.
Those are all on my phone, by the way.
Oh, it's funny. Prompto in 15 will do that sometimes after battle. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I think all three of us can agree. All four of us. I know Caleb agrees too. All three of us can agree that Final Fantasy is. We all had it in our list, and it's definitely top for me as an IP. Like I said, Legend of Zelda and Final Fantasy are neck and neck. But yeah, dude, One Winged Angel, Genova's theme for Rebirth. If you want to like fucking just melt, it's incredible. It's got like a little bass in there. Sorry, Alex, for playing that theme. Xanarkand is it's close to my heart too. So our girl Yuna is well, I don't want to spoil anything, so I'll just leave it at that. Yeah,
there's a reason why nobody talks about 10-2's music. Okay,
right.
People talk about 10s.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, even the originals 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. I mean 6. I think I might be playing 6 on the plane when I travel. Tactics
has 3 soundtracks.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Ooh, you know what? I just
in kind of the same vein, Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts has some damn good music. So, what were you gonna say, Bob?
Oh, I was thinking about something, and there it is.
What?
You know which theme also goes really well and is iconic, if you know what I'm talking about. And I'm gonna just say the name of the series because it goes hand in hand with Final Fantasy. There's a reason I say that.
Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest, baby.
Yeah.
I just started thinking about it because of iconic themes, and then I was like, oh, RPGs, yes. Those it's because you mentioned the classics.
Yep.
Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, those soundtracks. That was this was the golden eras of gaming. I'm sorry, I said what I said.
Even 11 had really good music. 11 had really good music too. Tokyo Symphony Orchestra. Metropolitan Tokyo Symphony Orchestra. They always put it down there. Oh yeah, dude, how can we forget Dragon Quest? They're like one of Square Enix's. That's some of the best soundtracks. Honestly, I'm excited for Flames of Fate. But yeah, good shout out and good one.
I'm gonna give one last one as well.
Okay,
because nobody said it, and I'm not surprised. Parasite Eve 1 and 2.
Ooh, yeah,
soundtracks were also stellar.
Yep.
I wish I could find black labels of those that didn't cost an arm and a leg.
True. We all thought that Project Eve was a sequel to those, but it ended up being Stellar Blade, which is fine. Great game. And sorry, I keep bringing it up, but Bioshock.
Bioshock, yeah. Specifically for me, Infinite was the soundtrack that I really loved.
Yep. Dude, there's so many out there. We probably missed some, but we want to hear from you guys, our listeners. Let us know what your favorites are. We'll talk video game music all day. Honestly, it's one of the major reasons I'm in video games. It's part of the immersion. I love video game music. I actually listen to movie soundtracks and video game music for my music, or a lot of instrumental stuff. And they say like classical or orchestral music helps the brain. It helps you focus and it helps you think and it helps develop the brain. So, and some of this stuff is on the level of Mozart, you know? So yeah, video game music is ingrained not only when I play the video games, but when I'm out in my car or anywhere I'm listening to music. I usually listen to video game music soundtracks. So it's a huge part of who I am. I'm sure you guys are the same.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah. So yeah, hop on Discord. Let us know your favorites and your favorite soundtracks and why they hit you hard. So this has been a really fun episode. I fucking love video game music, and it's been very fun. So, you guys have any fun plans for the rest of the week and the weekend?
Video games.
Yeah, I have a concert tomorrow.
Nice. So you going to see?
It's 4 death metal bands. It's Boundaries, Straight from the Path, or no, Boundaries, Stick to Your Guns. There we go. The other band, like with a name like that. At the Gates and Psycho Frame.
Very cool. Very cool.
Not At the Gates. Gates to Hell. There we go. Jesus. Metal bands all have similar names.
Speaking of metal, another shout out Devil May Cry. I think we talked about Devil May Cry. Incredible.
Dante's Inferno. Same thing.
Dante's Inferno. Yeah. How about you, Bob? Any fun plans for the weekend?
No, sir. It involves a lot of recovering as I get used to a new schedule, and the kids start school next week. So it's one last weekend of hurrah of getting drunk and playing video games. So look for my roads out there on the Chiral Network. I know this is a side, but I've literally spent probably 5,000 Chiral crystals repairing my roads last night, Matt. I just went down from one part of the continent to the next. You just kept going around and going, oh, that one's at like 52%. Let me drop in a bunch. And there's a reason why I was able to do that. You'll find out eventually when you get there. But yeah, probably trying to finish up the platinum for Death Stranding 2 if I can.
Awesome, man. That's a feat for sure. I would love to play Death Stranding, but I won't say unfortunately because I'm very excited for this. I'm going to be flying to Ohio tomorrow to visit family and to be around family for my grandma's 90th birthday. So I'll be gaming on the plane. I think I might play something on the Switch. I might actually hop back into Final Fantasy VI. I got that itch for that turn-based pixel art RPG. So, yeah, I'm going to be visiting Ohio for a week, and then when I come back, you bet your goddamn ass I'm going to be playing some Death Stranding. I'm going to be building those roads after I play Sword of the Sea, because I got to play Sword of the Sea. It's going to be it's free it's included with your PS Plus Essentials and Up subscription. And I'm a huge fan of Journey. We talked about Journey. We talked about Austin Wintory. He's one of the best composers. He's composing Sword of the Sea. It's going to be a small game that is probably going to take maybe 1 or 2 sessions, might be 5 to 10 hours. But yeah, I got to play that. And then I'll jump back into Death Stranding, finish it, and probably go right into fucking Metal Gear Solid Delta. Let's be honest. So cool. Well, this episode's been super fun. Thanks so much, Alex, for being a guest on the show. We appreciate you being here. And thanks for sharing your music tastes and your expertise in this matter, because like I said, you created our intro and outro. And again, we really appreciate that. So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. It's always nice being here.
Cool. Bob, did you want to add something?
No, sir.
Okay. You put your finger up. But yeah, this has been episode 15, one of the core episodes, one of my favorite ones about the video game soundtrack. So everyone, have a great rest of your day and keep the conversation going.
Meatball football rules.
Shapes of Gaming is a podcast shaped around gaming and, most importantly, our community. That's you. It is written, created, and recorded in beautiful Colorado Springs, Colorado by me, Matt Stenson, and my good friend Bob Harriman. If you would like to be part of this amazing community, Be sure to like, subscribe, or follow us on all the social media platforms or the podcast app of your choice. Thanks so much for listening, and always remember, keep the conversation going, and most importantly, keep gaming.